usually does these days. Hi, you're with Scott. I'm Ganyu Kid. It's midnight. It's always midnight. It's your right ear and your left ear. This is in mono. But it's midnight. It's always midnight. So I'm streaming. The Queen's died. I'm not making a joke. I've got to try not to make jokes. I'm wearing my formal official. The country's officially. I'm looking up there at the other monitor. The country's officially in mourning. So I'm wearing my mourning clothes. And the Queen. I just wanted to say that, you know, sad that the Queen's died. I had a lot of respect for her. So saying that at the start of the episode. Not doing an episode about the Queen being dead. I'm just saying it. So there you go. There's her driving trucks in the war. Get that down your pipe hole. Unstable. What the fuck? Why is my bitrate unstable? No, it's not. Thank you very much. I've got 6,000 kilobytes. I think Twitch average stream bitrate too high. Too high. Okay, my bitrate's too high for Twitch. Doesn't like it. Anyway, so that's the Queen. If anyone wants to ask me any questions about it, I'll answer them. I might do an extensive talk about it on YouTube, but otherwise I'm going to just in my smart. Already I'm feeling way too hot for this. You know, I can already perceive that during tonight's broadcast this is going to all come off. Ooh, nice lining. Ooh, a nice line. This is all going to come off. I'm starting the stream with it. Alright, I've got chat up there, got the monitor up there, I've got obs up there on the monitor. I need to move the monitor over there so it looks like I'm looking at you when I'm looking at it, don't I? All these little things. What's that in the background? Is that Genshin Impact? Is that Genshin Impact in the background? Hang on. Because I still haven't updated the drivers for the Stream Deck. We'll just do that with the mouse. Here we are. Ooh, it is. Oh, it's Genshin Impact. Ooh, you're going to enjoy this. It's a big one today. I'm already way too hot for this. I've got a t-shirt on underneath the shirt as well because I didn't want to sweat in the shirt because it's my smart shirt for wearing in smart occasions. So I'm officially, you know, I'm wearing black for the Queen morning. You know what? You understand what I'm saying. That's going over there now. Hang up on there, Chopper. That's her up on there now. Oosh. Very fine file integrity because I've been away on little Hollybob's been away for a little couple of days down in the south of England, right by the seaside. Again, I don't want to bang on about that unless anyone asks me any questions. Going to keep it all in flow with the Genshin Impact because when this gets uploaded to YouTube, it'll be probably a week behind now with the way I've got behind with these 4 days away. Who knows? Probably a week. Rolling up my sleeves. Oh, it's going to be a toughie today. It's going to be a big one. We've got some big stuff. The reason it's verifying file identity and all this business is because there's a new banner. There's going to be a new banner. While I've been away, I've been doing a little bit of grinding in Inazuma, picking up a few primos, but we are nowhere near the 28k we need for the guarantee on the banner. But that's okay, because I don't even want to guarantee the 5-star. You'll see in a minute. Tonight we're going to be doing some time-sensitive quests. We've got a couple of things that are on the list that disappear in 10 days, 9 days, 8 days, 7 days. I better hurry up. And we've got big things Aguan with hello. It's let me just move this so I can read it better. Is it Crolled? Crolled, not Cruid. Crolled. How's it going? It's going alright. You know, it's actually, to be honest, if I'm really brutally honest about it, the fact that the Queen died is actually like it is. We are all mourning in the UK. There are a few idiots who are being idiots about it, but in general, if you've got half a brain, you realise that the woman was an absolute credit to the nation, and she was like kind, loyal, devoted. She lived a life in service to the nation. Oh, I can't say the things. All the people have already said them on the telly, haven't they? All the big people. But actually, in brutal honesty, Cruel alone was taken. Okay, I'll just call you Cruel then. Yeah, we are actually feeling sad in the UK about the Queen being dead, and also because she's been there throughout most of our lives and represented this like I'm going to put her back on the screen when I say a couple more things. I said I was going to talk about it, but now I am. She there's her driving trucks in the war before she was the Queen, and learning to drive the ambulances in the war effort. After we won the war in the West, after England, on their own, beat Hitler, with the help of America and, okay, so France had already fallen and the Netherlands had already fallen and, some of the people had, but England, little old England, Great Britain, with the help of other people from around the Commonwealth, Great Britain and the Commonwealth, and eventually America, we stood our line in the sand and we fought back and we said no. And, we live in peaceful harmony now, don't we? Because of it. But our national identity is partly storied with this story. Is partly illustrated with this story, and she didn't shy away from that. She didn't hide. She didn't go in the bomb shelter. She went out and drove an ambulance, and was like on display, being a leader. And that was before she was actually the Queen. So I've got a lot of respect for the Queen. And then over her life, all the people have said it, all the things, haven't they? But so all this stuff about her being a devoted, loyal public servant and a kind person and all this good stuff, yeah, I agree with all that. But what's interesting as well is that post-war, we won the war. So in Hollywood, in America, you had this big explosion of films like colour and light and Isn't It Great, Life is Good, and you had like The Future's going to be great and The Jetsons, and we're going to have flying cars, and look at the kitchen of tomorrow in our capitalist wonderland that we enjoy because we fucking beat off all the Germans and the Soviets, and we're the winners. So we had this flourishing of society, and it was a joyful time, and she was the Queen throughout that. And then, as she got older, she's been the Queen. I didn't live throughout those Hollywood golden era years, did I? I wasn't around messing about in the 60s. I didn't do anything in the 70s, but in the 80s, 90s. So the rest of us, if you're not my nan, who's now sadly, my nan was the same age as Queen, she's dead. If the rest of us normal people, normal people, we were born into a world where the Queen was there, and we lived our lives with her as our... they talk a lot about constancy in the eulogies. They're talking a lot about consistency, about her being like a rock. Like, she was an ever-present figure leading the nation in important times, giving a speech every Christmas. She was there at the cup final, handing over the trophy. She was important, not just social leader, but benevolent figure. She wasn't involved in commercial enterprise. She didn't have a political iron in the fire, or even if she did, she wouldn't allow it to be overtly expressed. Like, she was above all that. She was there for something more, and what she represented, she kept repeating throughout her life, was that she was a woman of faith. And of course she was, because she was anointed divinely by God to become the Queen. But she was a woman of faith, her own faith, the Queen of the Church of England. So Henry VIII started that. But anyway, point being, she was big on the ideas of being a good Christian and being kind, to love thy neighbour, compassion. She was big on all that, yeah? So she represented the best of us. She represented what the best of us could hope to aspire to be, not in terms of affluence and financial reward, but in terms of conscience and good character. So to have that as an iconic figure, but also someone that you kind of, like, we see her on the banknotes, we see her on the postbox, we see her on the stamps, we see her she's ever present, this emblem of what it means to be British. And then she's also like your nan. This is something else that I can't really put across very easily, but she's like your nan. Like, she's always been there. Since I've been alive, she's been kind of old, so she's been a bit like, she's the same age as my nan. My nan has now sadly died, so is the Queen. She's a bit like everyone's nan. Do you know what I mean? She's a bit like everyone's nan. She's a bit like everyone's got a mother, a grandmother, or should have, relationships in their life that they, can parallel with the way we feel about the Queen. And certainly the way she felt about us. You always see it out there shaking hands with the people. So those things all said, am I alright? How's it going? It's not going particularly... Well, it's not awful. It's not like... I heard someone say, well, it's not a tragedy. She lived to 90-something, good life and all that. Yeah, I get it. People do die. It was... I accept it. And it's not a tragedy insofar as it's not a huge shock. She wasn't, assassinated or anything horrific like that. But it's still quite sad and quite poignant. And it marks the end of an era, like I said about the war and all that, living through the war and this new world that we now live in. That was my nan's era. That was her era. And it seems that some of the good sense and good grace of that era has diluted and dissipated. People have forgotten to be grateful that we don't live in a fascist dictatorship where you're allowed to be Jewish without having to go to the fucking death camp. Like, people have forgotten that having a house over you with a roof over your head that's not being bombed, and there are bombing other countries now, in Ukraine, in Afghanistan, bombs are going off. We're so lucky, and it wasn't just luck, it was grit and determination that got us there. She stood in the way of the Nazis with the guns. So it means a lot, and it means that when you reflect on things like, oh, my nan died, everyone's nan has died, everyone has, it's like everyone's nan's died, but it's also like we as a country, as a nation, I should say, rather, because country's England, but she's the Queen of Great Britain and the Commonwealth. So as a nation, as a Commonwealth, people all kind of understand that those days are gone. That generation has handed over to the next now, like official. And it's strange to say that part of your national identity, part of the programs you watched when you were growing up, part of the songs that you've sung, part of the story of your nation's history, that's over now. That's job done, bookended. She's dead. They're not going to make any more of them. They're not going to be any more old people that, they're not going to Benjamin Button it. The people who are passing from that generation are gone, and we're not going to have their testimony firsthand about the shit that went down anymore. Thank God we've got some of it written down and recorded. We don't want to lose the memory of the things that happened, all of those, and you talk about people who went to war. This is why it's so moving and touching as well. It's not just like, oh, we had a ruler, like we haven't got a queen anymore. We're talking about all this other stuff. So the people that went to war and didn't come home, the loyal servicemen and servicewomen that went to war and didn't come home, and still do. People have their legs blown off and all sorts of shit still, They do it. I can't quite express this either, but I know it in my heart because I was trained by a major in the army. I was a sports person, and the person that trained me used to be a major in the army, so there was a lot of this brought over in the sporting training. But this love of the Queen, you do it for God and the country, for St. George, for the Queen. I swore an oath when I became a Cub Scout. Sounds silly, doesn't it? But when you're a little kid and you're swearing your oath to do your duty to God and to the country, to serve the Queen, to do my duty to God and to the Queen. To God and to the Queen it was. Not to God and to the country, to God and to the Queen. She represents that. So, we've all, in all of our lives, been able to reflect on that duty. And she was able to live on after those horrific events in a mindset of hope and positivity, and drive our nation forward, not directly, but indirectly through her attitude. So, we've lost a huge thing, and it marks, it's a point in history. That's what it is. It's a moment in history. It's a marking, a bookending. She was there in the war. We're in the new millennium, and now she's not. Things are going to be different. And they're not going to be different because she's not here. They're going to be different because every one of her era is not here. Because the kids today that are on Twitter that are making jokes about it don't realise that the only reason they've got fucking thumbs to type tweets on phones and they're not down the fucking German death camps is because of this generation and the sacrifices they made. When she was talking during COVID, she I'm not going to cry. But when she was talking during COVID, she did this famous speech recently to the nation. She talks to the nation every Christmas or when times are really shit and she needs to make a public address. And so she made this address to the nation, recorded on the telly, that we all sat at home and watched. And she said in her speech that we'll meet again. And that's a famous line from a song which they sang in the war. And it makes me feel emotional because I know that some, like, we didn't all meet again. Some people died. That's why the song was so emotional. It talks about going off with a song in your heart and being positive and hopeful, even though you're facing the worst. And, you know, just saying, look, we're going to, like, maybe meet again on the other side or something, you know? So she used those words in her address, and it's the wit, the charm, the intelligence of the woman to understand how to speak to. I'm just a normal person. I know I'm not like Lord Mountbatten or anyone, but she spoke directly to my heart. So she did that to everyone in the country, and those who were closed to listening, those who have misunderstood or been ignorant. There are some people in the next few days and weeks you will see, on Twitter mainly, like some idiots who are being derogatory. I can't understand that for the life of me. Don't care if you like the Royals or not. I don't care if you think politically we should be giving the money or not. She was a great woman, and she deserves honour and respect. So it's a strange time in the UK. It is. We're going to all get over it. We're all going to deal with it. We're going to move on forward with the new king. God save the king. You know, we're going to move forward like that. That's how it rolls. But we are going to take a couple of days. Like, we're in shock, kind of. And we're going to take a couple of days to be reflective and to take it all in and to feel this. Like, you know, when something happens to everyone, like the COVID did, like, pretty much everyone in my country at the moment is feeling this same sort of. I'm not going to break down in tears, but I feel like I could cry if I started to list the qualities of the Queen that I admire. I'll probably have a little cry. Like, we're all feeling that same bereavement at the same time, and at the same time we're all feeling a sense of wonder, like the optics of it. Like, King Charles made a speech today for the first time, and I was thinking, like, it's almost like Game of Thrones in a way. Like, you don't have this in America, you don't have this in everywhere else. Like, King Charles, the history, you know, the going back, the Westminster Abbeys and all this. There's a bit of pomp and circumstance about it. There's a bit of, you know, isn't there? There's a bit of ceremony and a bit pompous sometimes, but also it is our history and our tradition, and I'm brutally loyal to it. So there's this sense as well, like, we've lost the Queen, but we're about to embark on this new Caroline. Like, you've got Edwardian, Victorian, Elizabethan. Now it's Charlesian, but they don't say Charlesian. They say like Caroline or Carolyn. Anyway, we're in this new era now, and it hasn't quite. Today, the King did a speech today, but it hasn't quite kicked off yet, and nobody. Like, there's a sense of like cautious optimism as well, to use a tired phrase. There's a sense of cautious optimism that we're in a difficult time in the UK anyway with our financial situation. The government are fucking us hard, but I don't know. It's something more. You know, it's above politics. It's above. It's above all else, isn't it? The Queen died, everything stops, and all my life I've sworn allegiance to the Queen. Like, in America, you do the flag. I don't know if you're in America. I just keep using America as an example because I know there's a few Americans that watch, but you know, we swear allegiance to the Queen, and you know, I promise to do my duty to God and to the Queen. The Queen herself and the King, they're divine. They're like part God on earth. They're blessed by their royal blood is chosen by God to become. That's the concept. I mean, I might not have to believe it all, but that's the concept. And like, they're held in not just high esteem, but in awe in some ways. You know, people treat them like celebrities, even though they're not, are they? But different from celebrities, like some celebrities might have pretended to sing a song or done a bit of acting. She's lived a life of nobility and duty. So, you know, you won't even get that in Game of Thrones. You won't come close. You know, you can't write it. Yeah, very, very proud of the Queen. Very proud of her. I've got to stop talking about it, play Genshin Impact. How are you? Says Cruel. How are you? How's it going? Yeah, I'm fine. It's just me and the Queen have been like that all my life. Me and the Queen. She used to come round for tea. She never come round for tea. I can't do the buttons with the two faces and the big... Right, look. She never come round for tea. What are you on about? She didn't really... You don't know the Queen. You don't know the Queen. what do you know about the Queen? Well, look, I'm not doing bad me face today. It's inappropriate, and I haven't got the buttons on the stream deck working. So, anyway, here's the main thing. Now I've done all that. I said I wasn't going to do that, but now I've done it. We'll cut that into a Ganji cuts. Ganji Kid praises the Queen. God save the King. You got to keep moving forward, and it is a sad event, but she was 96, you know, and like there were conversations over the last couple of years. Oh, what it would be like when the Queen dies, or and like there are plans already laid in place and things going to action. So it's not like some national shock, you know. It's not like COVID and something like that, where oh my God, now what are we doing? It's all in hand. So it's a strange feeling as well with that in mind, you know. It's strange. It's a bit like it's a bit like your nan's passed or someone close to you that's, you know, old, maybe going through an illness and. Except we didn't have the struggles of the worries of the illness ourselves. You know, we knew she was old and poorly and missed a few dates here and there, but you know, internally we didn't have to be at the hospital worrying by the bedside like the family do. And it's really I've got to finish this off and make this point as well. I've got to say it because I can't. It's so important. Maybe get the Queen back up while I do it, please. Where's Firefox? Fuzzy Fox? No. Oh, it was so much easier with the buttons. It's really important to note this, that the Queen is first and foremost somebody's mother and somebody's grandmother. So, like, whatever your feelings are about, like, pride's not a virtue, about pride or politics. You know, some people don't like the Queen or the context. Oh, she might have been racist, or she's not, but some people think she might have been. But I've just seen loads of Jamaican people today saying how wonderful she was when she visited them in Jamaica. So I don't know if she is racist, but... whatever you think about all that, that's somebody's mom that died. So probably don't go on Twitter and say mean things about her. You know, probably have a bit of respect and decorum yourself. And if you do see, sorry, I'm going to get a bit, you know, I've seen a few things on Twitter that I've got a bit cross with. If you do see anything that makes you a little bit cross, don't respond to it and get into it. Just, you know, what you've got to remember is those people have not grown up like this. So they've not got any of the class. They've not got the class. They're on there tweeting their shit. They ain't got no class. Ain't got no class. That's not how you have class. Ain't got no class. Well, actually, it's not about the way you say the words, mate. It's not about, you know, walk with kings, lose the common touch. It's not about the way you say the words. What it's about is doing the right things, having a bit of class, having a bit of nobility, having a bit of decency. Yeah. So you will see these things in the coming weeks, you know, people making jokes or funny tweets or whatever, conversations. You might even hear it from people talking about the Queen, having their opinions, and it's worth remembering that's someone's mom. So, okay, we're into Genshin Impact. No more about the morbid
Grounded for a whole day, but it's way worth it because the fish tastes so good.
Death Queen. Morbid Death Queen. How dare she spoil my Genshin Impact. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, I've been playing this on a laptop while I've been away. I bought a laptop so that I could stream while I was away, and the fucking internet didn't work while we were away. But I've been playing on this little laptop, and it's been great. I've been doing a bit of grinding around in Azuma. I'll show you my primo target, my primo tally now. We're up to 15,958. I've been doing a little bit of grinding, 14 of them. Oh my God, what's this, Ganyu? Oh my God, what? Sagamni, Kokomi. We'll just call it Kokomi. Saganomia Kokomi. Alright, we're in Genshin Impact world now. We can forget about that fucking Queen. We're in Genshin Impact. Right, so, chuffing hell. What are they doing to me? I don't necessarily want Saganomia Kokomi, right? She's water. I've got my wet boy. I've already got my wet boy. I don't necessarily want another wet boy, do I? I've got my wet boy. Sucrose, got no idea about her. Just don't know anything about her. Don't know if I want her, don't know if I don't. Excuse me. We did meet her once, and she was like, yeah, you know, yeah. But who's this little chuffer? Who's this little chuffer? Is that a little chuffer? If it's a little chuffer, we have to roll. And the issue is, this one This one, Ganyu, Coco Goat. This one, right? This one is not the one I want to roll on, even though I do quite want Ganyu on the squad. Look at her, Coco Goat. She'd make up the entire Chi-Sing. I've got nearly all of the Chi-Sing, the Liyue Chi-Sing. I'd like to get the last one. Not so worried about her, even though everyone's saying at the moment that she's really fucking hardcore and kicks ass. She's the meta. Not so worried. Did think she was a cool character. Little Mermaid Chuffer. Was only in it for a bit. Not so worried. But one of the Liyue Chi-Sing to make up my entire collection of the Liyue Chi-Sing, and it's Coco Goat. Yes, please. So, also, I'm not really interested in having another Cryo character. Not really interested in another Water character. And this little chuffer that we might wish for and get, hopefully, is Electro. Not really interested in her. But I'm going to have to wish for it if she's little. So, the only way to find that out is to go on the test run. So we're going to do that. We're going to find out about the wishing. Oh my god, and it's going to do my head in. And I was just telling you, I've been playing on a little laptop. It's been great. I'm going to use the laptop. I'm going to set it up in an upstairs room. So I've got 2 streaming rigs. What are you, selfish? 2 rigs? What do you want? You can't use 2 rigs at the same time. One on one arm, one on the other. What do you think you are? Excuse me. Sorry. If I'm going to be doing that. One on one arm, one on the other. Which get in frame, you idiot. You can't even do it properly if you're not in frame, you idiot. One arm, one on the other. What do you think you are? You can't stream on 2 rigs. And then if I had the button set up, because the OBS did an update and it fucked up the buttons for the stream deck. But if I had the button set up, I'd press this button. No. Maybe this button. This one. This button, and then I'd be over here and I'd be like, oh no, I'm a good boy. It's a system I've got going. You'll see it in all its dirty glory one of these days. Anyway, I've been playing on a little monitor, and now I'm sat in front of this, what I thought was quite a small monitor. It's actually quite a big monitor now I come back and look at it. It's all about, I'll tell you something. Hello, Auto Mod. No, you're not bullying, you're allowed. It's just, the Auto Mod is very strict, so don't worry about that. You know what's funny? Kokomi was like Bennett, a fucking punch in the face to the Meta Tryhard Andes. Oh, the words. Do you know what? I'm au fait with all the words. I know what a Meta Tryhard Andy is. Thank you very much. But I also know there are some people in the world that probably won't. If I'm out of focus when I lean into you, it doesn't matter. Meta Tryhard Andy. There's 3 different bits of terminology there that if you're in, this is what Asmongold says about Twitch, is that it's like a closed shop, and if you don't know what's going on, you don't know. Meta, looking at things from the meta perspective as opposed to micro, meta, macro, micro, stepping out and looking at the wider thing, the meta, the overall picture of what's good in this game is apparently this, what we're going to talk about in a minute. And try hard, people who try really hard, it's self-explanatory, isn't it? It's not cool to try hard. It's not. If you are trying hard, it's okay to try hard. It is cool to try hard, really. But do you know what I mean? It's not cool. But I will let you into a secret. I try fucking hard at everything. I work my balls. Not off. Don't work them off. Just work them up into a little lather. Anyway, look, I don't work my balls. Anyway, I do work quite hard, even if it looks like I'm just messing about and streaming. Anyway. Working hard, not working hard, being a tryhard, yes. And Andy's is one that makes me laugh, because I always, when I hear it, right, I always feel sorry for Andys out there, because there are a lot of them, and they're not all Andys. They're Andys. You know what I mean? They're not all Andys, they're Andys. Some of them are tryhard Andys, and some of them are just called Andrew. And I just think, sad for them, isn't it? They're sat in their living rooms watching their favourite streamers and then getting dissed for nothing, just for their name. I'm an Andy. I'm an Andy now. When I was a kid, it was Kevin's. Kevin's. And wearing white socks, normal black trousers and black trainers and white socks, you were a Kevin. That was it. If you had the audacity to wear the wrong coloured pair of socks, the local area kids would take the piss out of you and say, hey, you're fucking Kevin with your white socks, you're fucking Kevin. And that would go on. So, we had Kevin's. Andy's is a bit like that, isn't it? It's just like, you've got a friend called Andy and it gets funny sometimes in parties. Andy's, so the poor Andys, the poor little idiots that don't know what's going on. The meta try hard Andys. And I see your point there, because I think it is a bit, I'm not dissing everyone who tries hard in the meta, really, if that's your thing, if that's the way you want to go. But it does seem a bit strange to me, because it takes away from my enjoyment of the game, and it adds in a mechanism that makes me feel bad. So I don't have to try really hard to be like all the other Andys and do the meta. In fact, if I do try, I end up feeling bad, like I said, so I'm not down with that. I think it's a defeating thing. But Benny was totally trashed because he was pyro DPS like Diluc, and until people learn to read what his burst does, right? So I heard that Bennett was shit. I also heard that, but it's because they'd using him wrong. And Kokomi was made fun of until we have Dendro now, and Hydro and Dendro is super OP. Got ya? That's what's happened. She's not new. Where's she gone? She's not new, is she? But she's back on the banner, and everyone thought she was shit then. But now, all of a sudden, really good. It's a bit like Magic the Gathering cards or Hearthstone cards. Hearthstone cards, you know, you spend hundreds and hundreds of pounds. The pound has dropped so significantly against the dollar that it's nearly at a 1-to-1 ratio. And when I was a kid, it was like 1.75. Right? It was like you could get $2 for every pound, and now you get $1 for every pound. It's fucking awful. Like, everything I own, like all my money that I've been saving, is worth less now by about 20% less. I've been saving up last couple of years. What I've been doing this streaming, saving up, and I'm getting like less interest than the money. Anyway, forget that. She was shit though. She was shit, and now she's good. It's a bit like that, isn't it? It's a bit like Magic the Gathering cards, because with Hearthstone cards, you can have the card and it's a rubbish card, and then they bring out a new card with a new keyword, and it like interacts, and you're like, oh, interactive. Interactive, I like that. I wish I had that card. Oh, I do. Let's use that now. Clever to do it, I think. Clever for them to shake up the meta like that. Clever for them to understand that there's a meta going on and to make different characters more relevant at different times in different places. I'm going to say in different places as well, because you're saying about Dendro and Sumeru. Like, Dendro is Sumeru in a way, isn't it? Like, there's a lot of Dendro shit going on in Sumeru, so maybe she's more useful in Sumeru. And I've just been running all of the different areas in the last couple of months, obviously, and over the last 4 days I've done a hard grind on Inazuma, just digging out chest grubbing. But I did notice that because it's all electric everywhere, certain characters are less useful. So I think it's also determined on the areas we go to. So if we get a pyro space, you know, pyro land, she's going to be fucking good for that as well. But, you know, if the next land is hydro land, maybe she's a bit shit. Or maybe she's also, I don't know. Yeah, the card analogy's right good, yeah, like classic. And then just glues, yeah, exactly, it glues together the shoot. And you think that card was shit. And then, like, all of a sudden it's the best card ever. And it's like, it hasn't changed. It's everything around me has changed. Oh, everything is changing and I don't feel the same. Everything around me's changed. Now we've got a king. I've got a king. I was a kid, I have a queen. Everything's changed. When I was a kid, you could drive drunk with no seatbelts. It wasn't even an offence. What's going on with the world? Everything's changed. When I was a kid, you could hit your kids. It wasn't an offence. What's going on with the world? Everything's changed. I don't understand it anymore. So yeah, she's now the shiny new card. But you've got to remember this as well, right? And I know this from Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering analogy, right? Is that if that's the case with the character, then it could be that next meta they're shit. Like, it could be like you should never chase the meta, because like you spend your resources getting something and then they change it and it's shit. Like, Hearthstone is a really good example for me, because recently I went back to it. We're going to do a stream about it and talk about it, but not right now, but too deeply. But I went back to it, had a little look. One of my favourite cards in the game had seen a resurgence, the Kobold Illusionist. It was when I started the game, I was playing this card, understanding the mechanics and stuff. It saw a resurgence. I played the deck, piloted the deck, had lots of fun. They nerfed the fucker. So I only came back to enjoy a bit of fun, and they fucked up the fun. Now all the things, again, if you'd bought that, if you'd said, oh, this card is good now, oh, it's good now, I'll buy that, then like a week later they fucked you over and said, oh, it's not good anymore. Enjoy your shit cards that you bought, you wanker. So, like, you can't chase the meta for that reason, because it's like an ever-shifting sand. And, you know, the wise man don't build his house on the sand, does he? Ever-shifting sands. You're much more better off, if anything, you're better off just getting what you get, like I always say, leveling it up, and one day it will come into the meta. All those people who had a Benny and didn't level him up, they're all kicking themselves now, aren't they? But if they leveled him up because they got him and thought, well, fuck it, that's what I've got, suddenly, oh, it's the meta. Be a meta shaper, not a meta follower. That's the way I like to look at that. Good chat. I have to edit this, all of this for Ganji cuts. We need some more Ganji cuts because I haven't done anything for a week. Been on holiday. Leave me alone. The Queen died. I needed a holiday. Well, you didn't know the Queen was going to die when you went on holiday. No, I didn't put the fucking bad me on. You didn't know the Queen was going to die when you went on holiday, did you? You just went anyway. No, it's going to take me a little bit of time just to go back to Genshin Impact. Right, okay, right. Yeah, I did, yeah. I just went anyway. She was poorly. Right, so we've got bigger problems. We've got bigger fish to fry because our problem is not just what I've just described. We've got a bigger problem. Our problem, of course, is that in this extensive character list that we've got now, I mean, I'm happy.
So heavy.
I don't need to roll at all. I'm happy. I'm currently leveling up Collie. She's at 58 now. Been doing a bit of grind. She needs fucking 30 of these mushrooms again, so she can shut up and piss off, frankly. If she wants another mushroom, she can just shut up and piss off. I've already collected, like, how many, like, Barbara's still got mushrooms kicking around. 44 of 30 there, look. And I've done it for Clee. Shut up, Barbara. I've done it for Clee. Clee's had, how many of these mushrooms? 60, 45, 30, 20, 10, 3. Add it all up, it's a million mushrooms. I've picked so many mushrooms. If anyone wants me to pick another mushroom, I'm going to stab them in the eye with my pen. So, like, Kaching was behind the power level 2, and now we did. Yeah, brilliant. Good point. I don't know these things because, again, I didn't chase the meta. You tell me in chat, I learn. But I've noticed. I've actually noticed Kaching, and so I've ascended her 80 of 90. I did it off camera this week. I did a bit of grinding and ascended her. She's been done. So, yeah, she's really on my squad now. I'm really enjoying taking her around and having fun with her, and she's providing a lot of power. If you notice as well, her attack is at 1689, which is actually up there with my wet boy at 1729. So quite close with my top DPS. Talking of wet boys, right? Talking of wet boys. Where's Capital K? Talking of wet boy. We are going to have a quick look at my character list of squads, which is this one, isn't it? Because this is the little squad. I'm lucky I got them. I wanted it. I wanted them. I got them. Waited, saved up for Clee, got her. This is Wet Boy. He's turned into my main DPS just purely by accident because, you know, everyone gets a place to shine. Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's it. You're right. Everyone's got a talent and a use. And also, saying that, in the wrong place, you know, you walk into some of the fights and you think, oh, I won't bother to switch my squad around, I'll just go in with these lot, and then they get fucking annihilated and you think, why is going on here? It's because you're stupid Wet Boy and you're fighting again, you're getting frozen all the time. They've got their weaknesses too, which I think is beautiful. It's for every attack there's a defense, and for every defense there's an attack, and it allows you to strategize in a multitude of ways. It's lovely. So I've got all the little ones, and Wet Boy turned into one of my main DPS characters, right? So when it comes to wishing on these banners, I'm looking for little characters. There looks like one. We're going to check it in the test run. There's a Wet Boy. So if I get a Wet Boy, I'm actually happy with my constellation. I've already got 2, I think. Should check that. Should check that, Rodney. How many times have I got Wet Boy? I mean, I'm cross usually when I get a duplicate. I've already got 1, right? I've got a duplicate though, yeah. But if I duplicate Wet Boy, that's going to be okay to the tune of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah? He's one of my favourite. Did the Archon? No, I haven't done the Archon quest of Sumeru yet. I'm holding it off. 2 reasons. There's so much to do.
Inside City Wall.
I've been all around here. Look at all these pins on the map. I've done 150 pins on the map. I've run out of map pins. So we've still got a lot to do here. I haven't beaten the boss over here. Manuko Peak. I've been having a look at that in the last 4 days. And because I want to do all of the Archon quests on stream, I've been leaving Sumeru to stream. But I have done some of this event that's been going on. Not this one, Ullman. I haven't done that. But I have done the standard stuff, you know, these little against the flow, running around and collecting up and beating things. Done a few of the little stuff, sidey bits, but all of the main stuff will be on stream, and I'm holding off. And another reason I'm doing this, holding off as well, is because I've found that I think that many people want to see it for the first time themselves when they play it. No spoilers. So why don't I just leave it a bit? And then I'll play it when everyone's had their go, you know, they've all got their ideas. They can come and tell me a few things. You know, I think it's going to work that way. So I'm just leaving it for a little bit, yeah. And there's so much to do. Look at this. Archon quests, yeah. There's Perilous Trail, that's the chasm. I've still got to do that. This is Archon, the God of Wisdom. We finally arrived at Sumeru City. Will we get an audience with the Dendro Archon? I don't know. I don't know, because I haven't done it yet. But look at this. This is still Inazuma. This is World Quests. Fucking hell! Fucking hell! Look at them! And this one, is it this one? 16 days. Where is it? It's not that one, is it? One of them's like 9 days. I've got to do this in 9. That's the next thing. We've got to do that today. Got to do that today. Got to get them. Like they're gonna. I haven't got enough time to do the Archon quest.
Explosions can hurt people.
Yeah, and you didn't go on the internet until you did the. Good point. Good. I'm glad that you're in tune with the way I'm thinking as well. Because I just think, why spoil it? Like, why be a street? I mean, I'm not trying to be some like super. I've done it all. I'm better than you. I've got all the characters. Come and look at my stream. Like. Not that I think, you know, I'm sure some streamers don't think they're better than me because they've got all the characters. I'm not throwing shade. What I'm saying is, for me, I feel more like, still, even though I've been doing this for a few months, a bit more like I'm almost like a guest in this world, and there's a lot of people out there who know a bit more than me, who are a bit more committed maybe, or, well, I'm quite committed these days, but who have done a bit more than me, who have, you know, seen a bit more than me, and I'm not throwing shade. I'm certainly not. Not other streamers.
So heavy.
Although earlier I was saying we're going to be maybe getting multiple Wet Boys, capital K, and I wondered where you were, and now you're here. How am I holding up? I have done the speech at the start of the episode about how I'm holding up. It is an issue. The Queen is dead, and it is an issue. I have been a little bit sad.
Dodoko, where are you?
But we're all like, I've done a big speech about it at the start of the episode, so I'm not going to go over it again. Just to say that, you know, she was wonderful. Everyone, it's the nation's grandmother has just died, so everyone's feeling this collective strangeness, but also a sense of positivity and hope for the future. So that's what we're at. The Wet Boys, yeah, the Wet Boys. I was saying we might get multiple Wet Boys today. Where's Capital K? Well, here he is, right. I've done that joke now. So, with all that said, this is the wishing system. I'm going to wish for this one, if she's little. But I don't want to blow all my wishes. I don't mind getting a duplicate Wet Boy. If we hit the little one, I'll stop. Assuming she's little, we'll have a little check in a second. I don't know which one to do. I think I might do it on Coco Goat, you know. Because if we hit Coco Goat, okay, good, lucky. But it's also bad lucky because the next one coming round might be, and I don't know this for a fact, but the Archon feels, because I haven't seen the quest yet, but the Archon feels like she might be a little one too, and I think she might be a 5-star, and I think we're going to need to save our wishes for that. So I want to keep as many wishes in the wish bank as possible. So what I'm hoping for is we press the button once, maybe do a 10 pull, we get this little chuffer, and then we stop. The worst thing would be we keep wishing and wishing, and instead of getting this little chuffer, we hit the 10-star, 5-star thing, we hit the top one, and we get something we don't want, we lose the 50-50, and then we're fucking up our pity timer for when we do really want something. So that would be the worst thing. Or we get like, I shouldn't say this out loud, but we get 8 Sucros. I shouldn't have said it now we're going to get that, 8 Sucros. That would probably be the worst thing. But what's nice here is that 1, 2, 3 things I'd quite like to get. Yeah, not angry if we get another Wet Boy. Not too angry. I can accept the Constellation will be good. He's one of my main characters. Not horrifically bad if we get a Ganyu. Probably quite good, huh? The little one's what we're looking for. So let's have a little test run. You can see them oddly if you don't have them on the character gallery from the pause menu. Alright, yeah. Yeah, good point. I'm going to do the test run. I'm going to do each one through, so we'll see it here, but that's a good point. Yeah, you can. Although I might have to get a ruler out to measure I don't know if she's little or not. She don't look little. She looks quite long, but she might not be that long. I don't know. And on the test run as well, I want to say this before we start this. Oh, fuck it, I'll do this one first to have a look at her, but now we're going to have to do a fucking test run with my Wet Boy, and if this Wet Boy kicks ass much harder than my Wet Boy, let's do this one first actually and get it out of the way. If this, because my Wet Boy kicks a bit of ass, but if this Wet Boy's better, I'm going to be like, what have they done to Wet Boy to make him better? Why is he so much better? So I'm looking for numbers here, but not big numbers. He's better than mine. 5k. 5k on that. 2k, that's more normal. 900, 600, 800, 5. He's better than mine.
Witness the power of Gugwa.
What's he got on him? He's only got a normal sword. What's that sword he's got? Why is he so good? Why are you so good? Mine's not that good. Who else is here? Look. No thanks. Right. So, why is my wet boy so much more feeble? Why is this wet boy so much more powerful and potent?
Let me weave you a verse.
Such a potent wet boy. 4 grand there. 4k. 18k. 4. Oh, wet boy. Wait till you see mine. He'll look puny in comparison. Do I have to kill all these slimes? I feel bad. I don't want to kill them anymore. I'm fed up of it. I just think like my wet boy's rubbish. Can't we get my wet boy in and have a look in comparison?
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Witness the power of Goodbye, yeah. I've heard it all before, wethead. You little wethead. Little wetty spaghetti. You can check the build on the test run. To be honest, I don't really want to know. I feel like they're chiefing me. Whatever it is, they're chiefing me. I'll have a look sometime, maybe, but I'm not going to get the things they've got, am I? So they're just chiefing me. It's making me feel bad for the sake of it. They know I've got a wet boy. They know what he's like, and they know that this last couple of weeks I've been thinking about who to cut from the squad in favour of Kaching.
Time to act.
Well, wet boy's making himself known. Oh, I'm not as good as I could be. Oh, I'm not that good. Oh, have you seen me with a better sword? Oh, oh.
Rain out.
Get out. Get out of it, you. Exit that. I'm not playing with him anymore. I want to show you my wet boy, but it's a big faff, isn't it? Let's just, where's my wet boy? Oh, no, he's right here. Okay, let's attack something. Anything. Let's just find anything to attack. There should be things to attack. This is Genshin Impact. There it is, look. Little innocent creatures living their own lives. Let's go and attack them. That sounds about right. Right, let's see what my numbers do here.
No, my sword.
1,300.
Let me read you a verse.
I'm getting an 800 there. 300, 400, 7k. It's just not as big, is it? It's just not as big. Right, leave me alone. Bastards, frankly. Chuff me about. Chuffing. Piffling. Claim that. They're mine. 3 silk flowers. They go nowhere. If you've got a wet boy, 3 silk flowers is nothing. It's like, you don't even get out of bed for 3 silk flowers. Right. Harmless Sweetie. Complete Sucrose stage to complete. To get 3 Windwheel Asters. I've actually got 280 of them because I've been picking them up for ages. So they might be good. Might be good to get a Sucrose because I'll be able to level her up really easily because I've got all the Windwheel Asters you need, mate. Harmless Sweetie. Well, that doesn't sound good, does it? Harmless. If anything, I want characters that do damage. I don't want someone that's harmless. Harmless sounds awful. I think we've used her once on a story mode. Harmless. Sucrose, Lisa, and Kaya again. What are they doing to me? He's not getting a run. Stay home, Kaya. What's she dressed like? Look. I've got to examine this first. She's got stockings on, which is a bit risque, isn't it? But she's got them on with sort of like cowboy boots. And, I don't know what to call that. It's like a dress, but it's cut open in the front, so you couldn't call it a dress. It's more like a shirt. But it hasn't got any proper... Oh! She's messing about. And she's got some sort of like bodysuit, sort of play suit, bodysuit. It's a weird concoction of different styles and combination of things. And I don't know if the stockings make it seem like a bit too kinky. You know, I don't think you needed to go all out with the stockings. You could have reduced the kink factor by a level of 1 with the stockings, just reduce that down. I don't think it's good. It's not going to help you with your, you know, with your cowboy boots. You're going to get, it's the wrong sort of, if anything, you want a pair of thick socks. What's that, a bone? You got a bone for? What are you messing about with a bone? She's got the little ears though. Oh, I've just noticed, look, she's got the little clears. She's got the clears, but she's not little. So that's interesting. Half Moon Specs. She looks quite Favonian as well, doesn't she? With this crest on her. I'm assuming she's a Favonian. Favonius. And the little cap.
A moment to quickly take down some notes.
Bit like Klee with the little cap. So actually she's quite fashionable. Apart from the stockings, I'm digging all her look. Yeah, I'm digging everything apart from the stockings. I just don't think that's necessary. Certainly not for running around killing things in Teviat. Right, you're gonna get a ladder in them. Right, let's have a go look at what you do then.
Stand clear. That's Absorption test.
I can get everyone up in the air and fly them around. Nothing powerful then. Oh, she's a catalyst. Look, she's a catalyst. Oh, is she Animo Catalyst?
Don't break my glasses.
Don't break my glasses. Watch this now.
Mark 2.
What's that? Oh! I thought that looks fucking pathetic, but then all of a sudden it killed everything. Stand clear. Oh, I see what she is. She's a bit of a special ops. She'll get your swirls going, won't she? You know, you're going to be swirling like a right good one with this one. All animo shots, no physical power, all animo, so lots of actual
Animal hypostasis simulation.
animal hypostasis simulation. Look at the swirl going off. See, I told you. Drop one of them in and then switch to your other characters. That's what you do, don't you? Drop one of them in, then you switch out, and then it all goes nuts.
Surrender and obedience.
Animo test 6308.
Animo test.
Mark 2.
Like that. Kill everything, look. Just kill everything area of effect. It's actually really effective as well. So, it's pretty good.
Absorption test.
Like, it's quite likely we'll get her. She's pretty good. Quite happy with her skills there. I don't know if my build will be as powerful as that, but that was quite fun. Don't know what to say about her really. There's pros and cons, but I don't want to be too negative because someone just stabbed him in the back. Someone just murdered him. Murdered my wet boy. You're fucking murdering my wet boy. Get off. We're leaving it in Azuma. I've had enough of it. It's too dangerous. Let's go over here. Gonna get everyone resurrected. Get them all nicely resurrected.
La la la.
Thanks very much. Thanks very much. I don't think they're all nicely resurrected. They were they, statue. Please, excuse me. No, they're all nicely resurrected. Thank you, thank you. Okay, and we're going back into this. We're going to have to do these things as well. Lost Riches. This is the timed one. In the wilderness of Sumeru, a person named Ullman seems to be troubled by something. And you can get a little trinkety thing, the mini Seelie that follows you around, which looks really cool. So, we're going to do that. Test running, though, at the moment. Sucrose, okay, yeah. 7 out of 10. That's everyone's first reaction is, she can't kill a fly, and then chaos, yeah. I mean, I really like, as soon as I saw that pop off, and everything get chuffed by it, I really like that. I was like, there's power in that. I think what's really nice about it as well is it's not individually powerful, but it can be exponentially powerful depending on how you roll with the other characters, can't it? So I think that's a very good, well-balanced character, actually. Really good. And support character as well. Like, if you're wishing for a 5-star and you're hoping for this cool big thing and you get something else different, it's nice if it can be utilised, like have some utility. And being a main DPS but not the one you wanted, of course, that can happen. But having a different kind of support, it might even make you say, right, well, hang on, I might start doing things a bit different here. I might start using my other characters more. I think that's a really good character that if it can open up other areas of gameplay, open up other opportunities and other combinations, like we were talking about the deck building earlier, if it can do that, it's a good character regardless of its actual direct power on the field. So yeah, I think she's well made. Here we go then. This is going to ship me up. If this one, character preview, oh, you can do this, right? Yeah, character preview. She's little. She is, isn't she? She's little.
Ta-da! No. Oh, fine.
I don't want another. I don't want this little one. You know what? Out of all the little ones, this is the one I don't want. I don't like the way she's got the pointy shoes. Animo can debuff enemy resistance. More reaction damage. Oh, I see. Okay, so there's multiple levels of utility together. Yeah, that's a good point then. Yeah, debuffing my enemies. I didn't know you could do that. I'll have to think about that in the future. When I'm getting my ass kicked. So she's Electro. She's a Claymore. That's above my head there. Claymore, which is cool as fuck. I like Claymores. But I do have an Electro Claymore already, don't I? I've got an Electro Claymore in the way of Fangs, Wolf Boy. So, you know, why am I getting another character that's basically, I've already got one. And on the little squad, I've already got a Claymore. It's an Animo Claymore, but I've got a Claymore. I quite like that. That sitting on that thing was cool. I'm just not a fan of her footwear at all. Pointy up shoes like that. I think they look strange. And she's obviously some sort of little genie, you know, Aladdin genie thing going on, isn't she? So, all right. Little John Lennon glasses, little square, but John Lennon glasses. Little flick of the hair. There's just something about the big baggy pantaloons and the little pointy shoes. There's just something about it that I'm not jamming with. Maybe it's the colour scheme as well, because others are quite bold in their colour schemes, and they've actually gone for a more muted sort of red into purple, haven't they? And personally, I don't know if red and purple work so well together. It's almost like a peachy, pinky red, though, to help that combo. Clothing-wise, she's wearing a little vest top, I think. You could call that a little armoured vest top. And she's got baggy pantaloons, which I just think look silly. Like big jodhpurs. You can't see her knees. And then she's got these funny little shoes. So that's who we're going to play with now. And I'm going to have to wish on it. I'm going to have a punt. She's a little one. I can't let it go by and then never get her ever. I'm going to have a little punt. I would probably like to know. Oh, not a genie? No. Is she not? I don't know. I haven't met her yet. But she looks like... Look, there's that thing there. And there's... Wisp coming. It looks like that sort of business, doesn't it? Rub the lamp and then here comes Robin Williams. Oh, I'm so depressed, I'm going to kill myself. No, he didn't do that in the film, did he? No, he didn't. Just in real life. So, ain't it funny real life, eh? Go back to watching Aladdin, you shits. Poor Robin Williams. My captain. It's the Queen we're worried about today. Look, Queen, focus, man. Okay, let's see this. And what I'm hoping is she's going to kick ass. Because we're going to have to fucking roll at her. Oh, you're saying not this, not a genie. Yeah, it seems, to be honest, yeah, the concept for the character, where the others have been quite interesting and different, this seems a bit tired and stale. Because, you know, Aladdin. And it's like, why don't we just have a little genie character thing going on? I think they could have thought a bit more about this. I don't know if it even fits. Maybe it fits with the Arabian Nights, because Aladdin was originally a story from 1001 Arabian Nights, which was a collection of stories that were told and retold around campfires in the Arabic world when they had more nomadic Bedouin, nomadic people that didn't write things down, but they told a lot of stories. So there's a collection of stories in the West called 1001 Arabian Nights, and it's stories that were told, I think, told by the Arabic Bedouin, and that's where these genie stories come from. And there's a lot more of them as well than just the one. There's 1001, aren't there? So they have taken something and just lifted it out. But I'll tell you what, actually.
I love Mora, and Mora loves me. I make Mora, and it makes me.
I'll tell you something. I don't know the way she's going on about money, because I'm not money oriented myself very much, but I realise now at the ripe old age of old enough that you need it. But I'll tell you something. I've thought about this. There's an overt reference. Just gonna have to leave the domain. So I'm just gonna have to do it. Sorry, love. Just gonna have to do it. There's an overt reference to Coldplay. You know how I said the music sounded a bit like Coldplay in Leeway? We'll go and we'll do it. I'll just do it while I'm here. It's up here. The music sounds like Coldplay. Come back to meet me. Da na 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 na. Da na 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 na. Dun, 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 dun. It doesn't matter how you are. You know, Coldplay. Yeah. Come back to me. I don't like Coldplay. I'm not a big fan. I think they're shit rubbish. But the music here sounds like Coldplay. Yeah, it's almost like they've taken the first few notes inspired by Coldplay, and we talked about it a lot. Other musics in the game are clearly sound-alikes to other things, so clearly inspired by it. A lot of influence, lots all over the place. Inazuma, Japan, Mondstadt, Germany, even to the point where some characters might be influenced by real-life characters in the world. I don't know, but I was saying it as a bad thing. Right.
If my calculations are correct, Wanwen Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today.
Alright, book.
Might we add a small detour to our adventure?
Alright, books. Shut up now. I was saying it like it was a bad thing, and I kind of always feel that way instinctively, because as a creative person, you know, writing songs and things, I don't think you should just rip off other songs. I think you should try and be creative yourself. So I'd always, like, you know, written off as a negative, but I'm actually thinking there might be some positive to it. Where am I looking for now? Achievements. So is it in here? One of these achievements, and this is going to take me forever now, isn't it? I should have remembered where it was. One of the achievements says, lights will guide you home. I think it was Inazuma. I think I was in Inazuma when I got it. So, where is my Inazuma one? I've got like an Inazuma one. Inazuma. Lights will guide you home. Here it is. Lights will guide you home. That's the name of a Coldplay song, isn't it? At least they sing it in a song. Lights will guide you home, and I will fix your dinner. What an awful song. What a terrible song. Dour, sad, like, doesn't even have a chorus. It's just verse, 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 verse. This verse is a chorus, but it's really a verse. It's not got no punch. Anyway, look, I don't like Coldplay, but they've used their music, you can hear it in the background now, as an inspiration. And you know that they have now, because they've used a direct, like, maybe that's a translation, but to me it's like, here is a reference to Coldplay. If you like Coldplay, like I like Coldplay, and I don't, but if you did, then you might go, oh, I like Coldplay, oh, I like that. Look, lights will guide you home. Oh, it's a bit like Coldplay. And then this little lilt of the music, it might not offend you. It might make you think, oh, it's nice, actually. And I like the way they've gone and changed it and done their own thing with it. It's just a little, it's a bit too much of a pointed nod to have the very first notes of your sequence to be directly ripped from somewhere else. But I write songs, yeah, and sometimes in the lyrics I lift lyrics from other, not whole lyrics, not two words that, like, two sentences that rhyme, not like okay, I'll give you the example is in one of my songs I've said, the water is vodka, I'm inside all of your cells, let me in or let me out this hell, and that's my lyrics. But Kurt Cobain wrote the water is vodka in a Nirvana song. But the rest of his lyrics were all different. I've used the water is vodka, just that phrase, and I've lifted it from Nirvana, and I've written an entire, like, lyric inspired by. And the reason I've done it is because I wanted someone to listen to my songs and say, like, because sometimes I write lyrics they just flow out of me, and other times I have to think about it a bit. And when I'm thinking about it a bit, I try and use a bit of influence, because I want people to like, I wanted someone to know. It's like an Easter egg. Someone might say, oh, the water's vodka, Kurt said that in that song, and they listen to that other song, go, yeah, he did, didn't he? And, like, then there's some connection there, and it's me saying to the world, these are my influences, these are the things I love, and if you too have the same love, then you'll, you know, pick up on these things. So in a way, leaving those breadcrumbs, those Easter eggs, those prompts to the world to say, these are the creative works that I love, and it's all fed into this. It's all fed into this. So in some ways, maybe they love Coldplay and they wanted to just, like, you know, share that a little bit. And maybe it's not terrible. It wouldn't be terrible if it was a proper band. You know, if it was the Foo Fighters, then it'd be great. But instead it's Coldplay, so it's a bit shit. But the principle's there. The principle's there. Right, what am I doing anyway? What am I even doing? So with that being said, there's a lot of puns and references on the achievements. You find them funny. Okay, I haven't noticed them all. I'm not as well versed as I thought I was then, because that was the first one that I really said, that's definitely that. But I think it's good that they do that. Therefore, she's not awful for being a genie anymore. She's their take on a genie, and they can, you know, take a start point and mould it in a different way and expand on it and give it a bit of spin. She might be like, you know, Aladdin was a very, like, Disney's Aladdin, as much as I don't Disneyfy my life, I thought it was really good, wasn't it? Rob Williams did a really good job. They animated it well. Like, good genie. Good. Shut up, you.
More for me, and the customers still feel like they're getting a bargain. Now that's what I call a win-win.
What's she going on about? So a different take on a genie is acceptable in culture. Like, in fact, if anything, I should revel in the joy of, like, you know, reminiscing on famous genies of the past. Get on with it, you idiot! Just get on with it! Oh wait, she's not a claymore. Well, she is a... What the fuck's going on? She's sitting on that little ball thing, and that's swinging the sword around. What the fuck is that? She's got an actual lamp. She's got a magic lamp. She's a bit cliche. She's so cliche. Oh, there's the magic lamp. Look, that's my special, and it's fucking dog shit. Look, it's dog shit. It's not like the last one we saw, is it? Do you remember the last one we saw where everything kicked off massive? That's just like, I suppose use it in conjunction. Look. Use it in conjunction with something else and it'll be good, look. There you go. Now it's good. Now it's overpowered.
Here's the goods.
Now, if you've got your collie, it's going to be good. But if you don't have your collie, it's going to be shit. So, look, now it's overpowered. Everything's dead. It's more. That's saying more about collie to me than it is about this chopper. I don't even feel like I'm using a catalyst. I don't feel like I'm using it. I don't have the same. I'll show you in a minute with the other Claymore characters. But the Claymore has a really satisfying. That last sweep over the top of the head has a bit more of it. But the Claymore has a really satisfying, like, attack animation where the characters themselves are thrown around by the heft of the sword. And this one seems to lack it. This one seems to lack that because we're floating around, the sword's sort of floating, so you're losing that, like the weight of the sword is not being felt as much. So for many reasons she's like the worst of all possible. Like, she's a poorly thought out character design that's a bit cliched. She's got a element that I've already got in abundance. She's got a weapon that I've already got in abundance, and I've got that element and weapon together. Plus the animations take away from the things that make that weapon enjoyable, and her special in and of itself is fairly shit. She's a healer. She's a healer support. Oh my god. On top of that, I've already got a designated healer times 2. So I don't want another healer support, thank you. The only thing that you could say in favour of that is it gives me another option in that slot. But another option over the top of Chi-Chi, don't think so. Another option over the top of Sayu, don't think. Well, you're going to replace your Sayu with a different Claymore character. Go on then. Why? Because I so desperately want Electro. Just fucking shut up, mate. Sayu's fucking cool. She's got a leaf on her head. Like, where's your leaf on your head? You don't have a leaf on your head, do you? So this isn't going to cut the mustard. On the other hand, if I don't have all the little characters, I'm not going to be happy. You could make a little character and it could be a stack of dog poo. Just dog poo piled up on top of each other like that. And its special move could be that they slide in it. And then they're like, oh god, I've got that on my shoe. And they scrape it off on the grass. And that's it. That's how it affects them. They're not even that. If anything, when they start kicking you, you get dog shit on you. And it's worse for you. And that, if it was a little character, I'd still have to roll for that. So, it's not about how awful she is, because she's not good. But and I'm very positive about Genshin Impact, bear in mind. But I will be honest, that wasn't that. Or that was it. Where have you gone? She's not good. But I do have lots of faded red satin, so she will be easy to level up. And those Calpalata lotuses, they're floating around everywhere. Right. Now it's the big two. Now it's the big two. This is what is gonna determine which banner we wish on, isn't it? Super hot mermaid cat girl. Can you have a cat girl under the sea? Super hot mermaid, sexy mermaid girl, or super hot, sexy, hot Coco goat. I don't know why they call it a Coco goat. You can't actually be a Coco goat, can you? For me, it's Ganyu instinctively. Just, I like the character, I like the Li Wei Qixing, I like the fact they're authoritarian, and they were all giving me a load of shit when I was talking to them. Her, on the other hand, only popped up out the sea to help out me when I was captain of the Swordfish, and really, I can't even remember her doing much. So, I'm not, you know, at the moment, I'm going to get a 5-star in the first, so I'm going to get both, yeah, yeah. No, because if I get one, I'll stop immediately. No, I won't, will I? I'll keep wishing until I get the little chuffer. So I can get both, you're right. I could get 5-star on the first one, 5-star on the second one, and then have to keep wishing for the little chuffer. That would be weird, wouldn't it? It's not going to happen. I haven't tweeted them today. Oh, I might do that. Actually, I'll do that. I'll do it. I need to know my number as well. You're not supposed to get it to put your number because you get hacked, but no, let's just
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh.
do this. Can I copy and paste my number? My UID copied, right? Good. And then I'm just going to quickly bang one out on Twitch. Do you want to see it at the same time? It's a bit dangerous showing you Twitch because I'm subscribed to some sex girls, so they might come up on the old. Not like I don't get any sexual gratification from Twitch. I'll just say that, but not Twitch. Sorry, Twitter. I don't get any or Twitch or any of it. I don't get any sexual gratification from this website, but I'm subscribed to some sex girls because like I was interested in their work as cam girls. I was interested in the concept. It sounds like, you know, oh that's why. Oh yeah. Oh honestly, yeah. But honestly, I was, and like so I subscribed to them on the odd thing and asked them a few questions and like. So you don't know what's going to come up on this feed. Sometimes I was shocked by it myself. I unsubscribed to some of them, to be honest, because sometimes I'm like, whoa, what's that doing on here? The internet was better before normal people were on it. Harambe was the turning point, says Zach. I don't know what normal people he means. Interesting tweet. Getting loads. Mine's not going to get the same amount of traction, but I don't care. I'm just going to post my number there. Hope I don't get hacked. Is my UID at what are they called? Hoyoverse? Hoyo Lab. They count, don't they? At Genshin Impact. Genshin. What? Fra S. Rubra. Can't have Genshin Impact. Why are they all like, bro? Where's my normal one? I'm subscribed to the fuckers. Genshin. Why is it France? No, I can go down. Look, there you go. Genshin Impact, the main one that I'm following. The main one. Genshin Impact, right. Hoyo Lab, my unique ID, their things. And then I write this, look. I'm a streamer who is about to stream my wishes. I only really want. Should I put the little chuffer? Do you think they'll know what I mean? I don't have to have faith, look. I know what you're saying, but I don't have to have faith. I can ask them directly, and they'll just give it me. So, because I get streamer privileges. You got to try. What do I want? I don't want to know what she's even called. Little Chuffer, I want to say, but I want to say Little Chuffer because they'll be like, you don't even know what they're called. I'm not giving you what you want. You got to at least name them by name, haven't you? Dory, Doritos. That's all is in my brain now. Doritos. I only want Doritos. Doritos. I only want Doritos. No, that's confusing my brands. Let's just leave it at that. I only want Dory. I only really want Dory. But we'll take a... They know what a Cocoa Goat is. Cocoa Goat. If you are being kind to that, because they might think, oh, we are kind, so we will be kind. I only want Dory, but I'll take Coat of being kind. Saving my open brackets free to play. Now I don't know if that's going to make them angry, but saving my free to play primos for the next big open brackets little character. So they know what's going on. They know what my story is here. Yeah, they know what I'm about, what I'm saying, and I'm going to put us. We're streaming, aren't we? So we're on Twitch. So I need to open up Twitch and get my Twitch, not that, just general Twitch TV, me specifically, please. Create a dashboard, channel. Shut up, other Twitch people. To dashboard. Copy. That's me. Shut up, me. Shut up, me. Right, get rid of me. And then there's Control V. That's me, Twitch. So they know about me now. I'm a streamer who's about to stream my wishes. That's the main thing that they need to know, isn't it? What that says to them is I'm advertising your product. I should also point out how positive I am about the game. I'm very positive. Oh, they're running out of letters on Twitch. I'll change free to play to F2P because they'll understand that as well, because they understand computer shit. F2P. There we go. Save some letters there. I'm very positive about Genshin. I just want to say that as well. 9 letters. I need to find another 9 letters. Fuck this, man. I'll take Coco Go. I can change that to Ganyu. Ganu. Saving letters. I'll just put Gan. I don't abbreviate it with the dot. So, kind. I can't think of another shorter word for kind. If you... I'll take out R and it will make me sound like an idiot, but if you being kind... If you... That's exactly 0. I'll just tweet that. It makes me sound a little bit like an idiot, but maybe they'll feel like sorry for me because I sound a little bit like an idiot. This is a good top tip. And it's a truth thing, and I can't help it because I do make mistakes. But they did an experiment, right, where they're in a shopping centre, and the lady's about to do a demonstration on the stage, and she's got like a blender, food blender. No. Turn the thing on, press go, doesn't work. Why doesn't it work? Oh, I forgot to plug it in. Forgot to plug it in. Plug it in, go about the thing. She does that 10 times. She does it again 10 times, but without forgetting to plug it in. And they analyse the audience afterwards. What did you think of it? Did you think she was good? Did you think she was bad? They get a better feeling, a more personable, oh, I like that person. They're much more approachable, all that shit about somebody who makes a mistake. So if you're perfect all down the line, you don't make a mistake, people actually find, like, if they're given 2 options, the one that forgot to plug the thing in, and I think they did one where she didn't put the top on, it went everywhere. If you're too clumsy, it's not going to help. But, you know, just a little mistake that everyone makes, a human error, and people say, oh, you're just a human like me. I can vibe with that. But if you're too perfect, then it's like, oh, I liked you, but now you're being a bit too perfect, so there's something I can't quite vibe with. So it's okay for me to leave a little mistake there. Isn't it? Little mistake there. It might make them think, oh. So I'm a streamer who's about to stream my wishes. I'm very positive about Genshin. I only really want Dori, but we'll take a Gan if you're being kind. Saving my free-to-play primos for the next big little character. So they know now exactly what to do for me. Tweet. Right. Give them 5 minutes. Give them 5 minutes to read that and to take it on board. I mean, I've already got... I've already tweeted them once before in the past, so you know, they should. Oh, that's a different picture of the Queen that I chose not to use because in the end I preferred this one, but you know. All right, shouldn't mess about like that. She's dead. Right, so now they know what I'm about. They might be just tuning in now. Hello, Genshin Impact. Oh, I could change Gan for 5-star and an emoji. Oh, I could have done. Yeah. Could have done. Bit late now, anyway. They're looking at each other. The queens were looking at each other. Hello, Genshin Impact. This is a fun stream. Chatters telling me about shit going on. I shouldn't swear. I'm a very positive. You want to check out my whole playthrough, if anything. People that work at Genshin Impact. I'll tell you for why. Because I'm doing a job of market research and... I'm doing play testing for you, and I'm explaining it all the way along, what I think, how I feel, you know, whether it's good or bad. I do all your surveys. Forget the Mora. I do want the Mora. Forget the Mora. Don't give me primos. Forget the primos. Forget it all. I do your surveys because I care about you. Care about you. How are you getting on in your little office with your little typing on your little keyboard? Oh, it's a struggle today. I wonder if I'm doing the right thing. I just wonder if I'm doing the right... Check out my survey. I'll tell you. Direct feedback. Watch all these chuffing videos I'm making, putting them on YouTube at Ganji Kid. Watch all my playthrough on Twitch. There'll be something in it for you. It's your fucking job. You might as well. You can tell people you're doing a job when actually you're just watching me. All right, forget it. Forget it. Watch somebody else. Do what you like. I want this character. And we're about to find out if I want this one or this one. So let's run these 2. And then let's do the wishes, because God, I've built it up enough. We're going to start with the one that I think is probably not the one I'm going to go for. I'm going to start with this. I think I want the Coco Goat. I mean, I have considered changing my name to Coco Goat. At the moment, Ganji Kid is still riding. But I'm a bit worried about the association with marijuana, because although I don't care about the fact that I smoke marijuana, it's not an advert. Like that Ganji Kid is not an advert for marijuana. It means cool in Korean, and it's something that I chose when I was about 14, when I was like, you know, an idiot kid doing your gamer tag. and it's just stuck. So I could change that. I could be Gravekipper. I am Gravekipper. Doesn't seem appropriate today with the Queen, but it could be Gravekipper. I am Gravekipper. But I also was thinking of changing my stream, my name, my handle to Coco Goat, because fucking hell, Genshin Impact. Everyone would be like, oh, Coco Goat, wouldn't they? And then it'd be me. Maybe it'd be a disappointment to people, a letdown. Oh, Coco Goat live on stream. Oh, I'll go and watch that, and then it's me. And they're like, where's my sexy Ganyu? Right, talking of a sexy Ganyu, this one, I'm telling you something now, she looks like she's wearing a pair of frilly knickers. Like, you can see her midriff. And
to survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
You're not fucking prepared, love. I can see your frilly knickers. And you're wearing little sandal shoes. Please don't say that. I'm not going to roll this one, am I? Little sandal shoes with little bows. I don't think she's dressed tough enough. I prefer them to have boots. I like Sucrose's boots. In fact, we should just remind ourselves that Sucro's wearing a good, solid, comfy pair of boots. I like them. Good boots. She's got the little bow like Yoima, but it's more downplayed. It's quite a cool feature there in the ribbon on the back. And I love the way the tail is formed through the costume. It's very elegant and it's evocative of this mermaid thing, but without being too, you know, over the top and overt. Like, it's actually really, really well done. The sleeves, not handy in battle, not useful in battle, are they? Those long dangly sleeves. You're gonna dip them in your soup when you're eating, but you know, it all completes this sort of flowing, graceful look with movement. Like, I think that works because she's of the ocean, isn't she? And I'll tell you what they've done a really good job on is she's not like the Oceanid, really, because I hate the Oceanid because I've had to deal with that so many fucking times. You know, by now that's burned into my soul. I was thinking if I am going to lose my hair as I get older. It's inevitable. Most men probably will suffer some hair loss. So I was thinking if I do, I might get all the Genshin Impact bosses tattooed on my head. And that pain of having them tattooed on my head won't be anywhere near the pain of having to beat it up 50 times. Get my ass kicked 49. Anyway, look. She's not really like the Oceanid. She's got a little book. What's that about? Little book. She'll be friends with Book Boy. They're both wet and they both like books. She'll be big friends with Little Book Boy. Quite like the little thing in her hair. Tie on top. The length of this hair. It's all quite cool. Yeah. Neck up. Very nice. Very pleased with that. Neck up. And then this part, yeah, this is good. You move down to frilly knickers on display like you're not wearing a proper pair of trousers. Why aren't you... What are you doing?
Yai Publishing House has released numerous works that lay out military strategy in a simple and pragmatic way. Those are my favorite.
She's beyond the book. Her and Book Boy. Her and Book Boy. And maybe it's a swimming costume. Maybe I'll give it her for that. But she looks like she's going to be cold. You know, in battle, wearing a little swimming costume is probably not the best thing. And it's just a little bit much for me. I'm not a huge prude, but like, bloody hell. Right, let's see what she does. Jellyfish thing.
Thrust and rebuild!
Oh, it's pinging them. It's popping. Got that jellyfish popping. Area of effect. So you team her with... look at it, it's actually killed them. Fucking hell. Jeez. You team her, bit of area of effect like that, with that other one we were looking at. Who were we looking at? The area of effect. Sucrose. Her and Sucrose, they'll make a good team, won't they? Anything that goes off in a big circle like that you can team. Her, Sucrose, and no wonder she's Meta. Meta? I don't even know her. No wonder she's Meta. Met who? Look, she is the Meta. No wonder, because anything with a big circle that you can pair up with Collie, with Sucrose, with that. Who else has got it? Bennett's got it, hasn't he? A big circle fire. Stop shooting at me, you fucking bellend. Now you're dead. Look, you shouldn't have done that. Now you're dead. Anything that's got this wide circle going off like that. And Sayu's got it with her Animo thing. I actually quite like them. Combining them up makes sense. Good. Sensible. Whoa! Well, I don't know what that does. It's fucking rubbish. But you got a cool animation, didn't you? And now you got that behind you. So that was a bit of a... Bit of a anticlimax.
Come a little closer.
Oh, she flew upside down then. Hang on. Don't hit her. Look, she's flying upside down like a fish. So I don't know if that's good or bad. I can't really contextually get that into my
You're
head.
in for a little shock. Try not to enjoy this too
She was
much.
flying upside down like a fish. So.
Torrent, bring refuge!
Bloody hell. Flying upside down like a fish, look. Hang on, come and have some of this.
Hold the line!
Can she do a mage? Can she do a... Yeah, she can demolish them. When I say demolish them, like dissolve them. Look, she's dissolved it. It dissolved. Fucking hell. So yeah, she's quite powerful. Anything like Diona or Kai with the cry. Yeah, I wasn't going to... Kai was on the list there. I wasn't going to get him running around, but I haven't played with Diona yet. Or she's on my squad ranking up. She hasn't come into full force yet, but so I don't know, but maybe that's going to be good as well then. Yeah, so it's not awful. It's quite good. If anything, it's good. The things I'm not really vibing with are the fact you can basically see her underwear, and like, I don't want to say anything too negative because Wet Boy might hear me, but the water is the least offensive of all the all the elements, isn't it? The sea's quite scary and quite, you know, dangerous and dark, isn't it? The waves and the sea, but a glass of water, a little cup of water. Oh, is it raining again? It's raining. Like, not offensive. Whereas, like electro, pyro, don't stick your finger in there. That's going to stick your finger in the water. Oh, it's nice in the water. If anything, it's cooling and relaxing. So, you know, it's the least offensive of all the... And we're using these characters as offensive weapons, so I prefer the ones that go boom. But, yeah. I'll give her like an 8 or a 9 out of 10 there. Like, very interesting character. I like the fact there's a variation in the characters. Very interesting. She's got a lot of unique... Who am I? She's got a lot of interesting... Oh, Sango pearls. I know where to collect them. Saw 10 of them on sale in a shop the other day and thought I don't need them. I'll leave them. I've been picking up a few of them as well along the way. Okay. There's a lot of pros there. There's a lot of positives to her. But also, like I was going to say, I like the way that there's lots of different characters. People can vibe with different things. Maybe it's just not resonating with me. But maybe someone else would be like, this is the character for me. Right, this one then, it feels like it's going to be Ganyu. I'm already a big fan of all my other cryo characters apart from Kei, who doesn't exist to me, but feels like it's going to be Ganyu. As long as her animation is fucking wicked, I'm happy. But, you know, please don't let me down here, Ganyu, because, I mean, let's be fair. It's very unlikely I'm going to get Ganyu unless I push my luck and try and roll for her. It's much more likely I just pull the little one and stop. But if they want to give me the streamer luck, you know, I'm right here. I've done my tweet. I'm right here. They want to give me the streamer luck. Let's see what I could have won. She's a bow. Got an ice bow. Got Diona. Unnecessary. She looks fucking cool when she's running. Look at dresses going behind her. I forgot to look at her costume as well. I'll do a bit. Oh, what was that? She's some sort of like cryo running, and it blew up. Did it? Did I leave a trail and blew up? What's going on?
Born of Ice and Frost.
Born of Ice and Frost. Oh, she's done that flower there. She's done that flower. They're attracted to it. They like it. They're interested. If anything, it's caught their attention.
Blaze over.
Well, that was kind of cool, wasn't it? She like created the earth in her hand. You got to see right up her dress, and she created the earth in her hand. So if anything, pretty cool. And look at it. It's just like fucking area of effect. It's cryo. It's taking a while it's up there.
For
Look at it
Rex
again.
Lapis.
See up her dress.
Come on.
She's brilliant.
Focus.
Focus. You fucking just stand there while everything dies, love. Look, you don't have to do anything. It's all just going to die around you. Brilliant. Brilliant. Continue challenge, just so we can look at her clothes. Like, well impressed. I like, look at it. Look at the scene that's going off. Chaotic and... imagine that cryo field and anyone hydro. Yeah, imagine, like, just... Yeah, it's going to be good, that is. Just, like, force fielding... Setting that... And on top of... The other one with, like, anything force fieldy, collie and all... It's all going to be fun, yeah. She goes with all of that as well. Right, let's give her the lowdown from the fashionable high ground.
It's so nice to de-stress.
Quite like hearing that. That's alright. It's so nice to de-stress. It's not a big, offensive, long thing to hear, so idling animation is okay there. The horns on the head. That's what I'm looking at first. I'm just spinning around. The horns on the head. I've got no idea what's going on with that. She's like a half adepty, isn't she? And she's not. I forgot. We did her story, and I sort of forgot. She's got a cowbell around her neck. We've had a look at her before, haven't we? We've played with her a little bit before, maybe. The cowbell around her neck is something that I find very strange. Okay, she's got boobs. So does some ladies. But, like, they've kind of shaped them in that bodysuit thing, haven't they? Like, to sort of, like, put them there. They're definitely, like, they're sort of perched on top of this thing rather than being slightly covered by it, which is a bit strange to me, but it's just about bearable.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
I mean, as characters go, look, you can see up her skirt. As characters go, she's like, you know, her figure is quite, you know, should I say sexy? I don't find it sexy. I can see they're trying to style her in a sexy way, I should say. That's probably a better way of saying it. In the same way as the other one with her frilly knickers in a way. They're both kind of like, I suppose they've both got waifu appeal, haven't they? She open backed there, so there's no clothes to speak of there. Long, not tied up, but slightly dishevelled hair, but with a bit of a curl. I like the dip dye, the smooth gradient from light to more deep blue on the hair. Bit of a fan of that. And I like the way that the blue icy
Should we really
tones.
be off work this early? There is still a lot left to do.
I kind of like the way the blue icy tones are contrasted with that red and the warm tones in her bodice, and the more warm accent around this. Well, I don't know what you call these clothing items, but you know, it's more of a yellow golden tone there. It actually seems to work together quite naturally, even though instinctively I wouldn't really put those colours together. Footwear is still a bit of an issue. Keep charging her attack, you'll see something fun. Alright, we'll do that then. It's like, well, hang on, what this? We're going to see up her dress again. Was it that one you wanted me to charge? Hang on, I'm pressing the wrong button now. Not that.
Access denied.
I can't do any more with that, can I? Like this? Oh, I see, right. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, hang on. Because I was looking at the fucking bow and arrow. Now I see what you mean. You can see, like, more underneath the... You can sort of... I'm moving, but I can't make it go away. Like, I can't move to a position where it goes away. It's only the front half of her covered up in her bodice. And it's not, like, completely awful, but... It is quite... Isn't it? It's quite... But then, you know, Beyonce's on stage in like a fucking leather catsuit and shit. Cher used to wear this thing that came up to here. Like, people that do athletic... Ladies go swimming in less clothes than that, don't they? So... The charge shot. Oh, the charge shot. See how much it does. It's not even the build of the trial. Oh, I see. I thought you meant just the looking at her down her dress. But you actually mean, like, you know... Do the... Alright, I'll have a little look. What? What? Am I reading that right? I'm not very good with my numbers sometimes, and I have a problem with the numbers on... It's like there's an extra row of numbers on that. Have we times it by 10? Missed that one. 12. That was a 12, wasn't it? So, like... 28,232. Hang on. 28,232. And I'm doing 5k, and that's 28,232. That's 28k. That's 28k. So she just does that. She just does 28k damage. Just like... So obviously that's the one I want. Or everything is... I was just about to rate her footwear. Fuck her footwear. She could be wearing fucking one flip-flop and a fucking old bag of crisps on the other foot. If she could be wearing a fucking, she could put her foot in a plastic bag and just run out in there. Oh, it's brilliant. I mean, you can't really see her footwear here, but it's not quite appropriate for all the fighting we like to do, but it's not awful. Some quite interesting shoes with a bit of toe cap, so they're not awful. There's a bit of a heel on them, but not like a high heel. It's not silly. So they're not awful, they're alright, but she could have done with some boots. I'm going to have to leave this challenge now and just... I feel a bit uncomfortable about seeing those numbers. What did I just see? How did that just happen? 28k? It makes me feel a bit uncomfortable because I thought we were doing quite well with the numbers that I thought I was pushing damage, getting up to the 5, 6k sometimes. Clee can do a big 8k sometimes if I'm really lucky. You know, get the crits going. We can hit some numbers, but what? Like, surely it makes a mockery of some of the challenges, like the timed challenges. Destroy these enemies in 20. Oh, you've done it. Sorry, I didn't have time to read the thing because you just killed everything with one great big shot of your bow and arrow. You don't have to go close to them. I imagine that on that enemy, like the one we're having trouble with that flies around and it's all electric. You just, fuck you, you're gone. 50k plus. Right, I want that character now. I want that character. Tested, claimed. Like, you look a bit like a fish when you do your move, and you can demolish entire mountains. Mooncarver. Daughter of Mooncarver. This is the one. If anything, actually, saying that, Daughter of Mooncarver, wasn't she supposed to be half an Adepti? And if she is, where's she getting the horns from? Daughter of Mooncarver. She's your main character. That's fine. That's fine. No, you're allowed to do that. It's backseating would be, oh, I'm about to, like, you know, turn a corner in a domain or a dungeon, and before I see the boss, you type in something that says like, oh, this is an electro cube, and then I round the corner and there's an electro cube. Or like, you know, I don't know where to find the chest, and you're like, it's over there on the left. Like, you know, that's backseating. But this sort of stuff, this is a joy of enjoying it together on stream, is you're adding to my enjoyment of the playthrough with your intelligent insights, and I'm learning stuff as I go, so that's a joy. Yeah, that's fine. I'm still a bit thrown by those numbers. I mean, it just seems a bit...
It was on a deserted, moonlit night
20 primos.
that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair.
They're not... Shut up now about your books. They're not going to start throwing out, like... Because now I've seen that, right? Now I've seen that, I'm thinking, could I get any more primos? Could I get, like, 20k primos? And is there going to... No. Just don't get too excited about numbers. Primos are going to stay little. But damage, ooh, damage. Right, where should we go? Oh, everyone has to choose a place, a lucky wishing place. We haven't even got one. We've had our favourites. They've turned to shit. It's because there are no lucky wishing places. If you stand in any one place long enough, you'll have some good luck. And eventually it'll turn to shit. Because the more wishes you do, the more you end up on that. You know, they call it averages, and it averages out. That's because if you do it enough, it averages out. So... just go with it. That's what you get in the average. You know, if you do it long enough. So I should ignore all those feelings of luck and hopes, and I should just press the button dispassionately. But I still want to go somewhere lucky. Where did something lucky happen? Where do I want to go that's lucky? You know, I like the beauty of the place. I like going beautiful places. So I'm noticing we're ignoring Inazuma. That's because for the last 4 days I've been grinding hard. Everyone else has been going to the beach in the morning, and I've not, because I've been up later the night before grinding in Inazuma, so it doesn't feel that good. It feels like a fucking nightmare of all death and problems. If you invest a lot, you get a lot in return. That's another way to look at it, yeah. I'm investing my time. I'm free to play all the way, and I'm committed. Excuse me, that's the Coca-Cola repeating on me. I'm committed now to doing free to play all the way. I'm showing what you can get. If you're watching Genshin Impact, you know, Hoyoverse, this is a little tip. I'm showing people what they can get and the joy of the game for free to play. I'm a great advert for this game because I'm showing people what you can achieve if you just, you know, go with the flow. Don't try and get too greedy. Put in your hours. Commit. Enjoy it. Kill that fucker Oceanid 50 times. You know, I'm showing you what you can get for the free to play grind. So I'm committed to that now. It would really... it would be great if I could just say, oh, just for today, I'll put in 20 quid and I'll help myself along. But that number at the top would then say money spent 20 quid, and it's not as impressive as none. So I think none looks cool. And look at everything I've got and done so far. We're having a joy. So, yeah. But that does mean, as soon as I pick somewhere pretty to go wishing, should we go throw some wishes in the chasm? I don't know. It's a hard choice, this is actually. Trying to think of my favourite, prettiest bit. I saw somewhere really pretty recently, but I don't remember exactly what's going on. And this has been quite a lovely looking place, hasn't it? There's that chest over there. You fuck kidding me? Are those chests on there? You are kidding me. Someone left their chests around. Oh, it was me, wasn't it? Oh, sorry. I mean, I left my chests around. Didn't I? I did. I left my chests around. If anything, they'll have my name on it. I might have scratched off. It's probably just scratched off. I had my name on it, but it's scratched off. Now look at my puny characters that can't do 10 million damage in one go. Gonna get frozen. Quick, get out of the water. You'll get frozen.
Into the fire.
Can you do 10 million damage in Cleek? How big can you go? 5k. There, that was 5. 12. She did a 12. So, you know, I can get into double figures. 14. I saw a 14 then. I can get her into double figures, so I'm not awful. But,
More treasure.
it's not guaranteed, and it's not 28 or 50, so that was one. More treasure, more treasure. Yes, there will be more treasure, my love. We will go and find you some more treasure. Daddy's gonna get you more treasure. Daddy's gonna get you more treasure. What's this over here? What's happened to that dendro? Look, the dendro totem's all fucked up. Cleo will help it by exploding it, probably. Maybe I have to dendro it in some way. I'm not going to bother with it. I'm going to do it later. Puzzles schmuzzles. Let me into that chest. Oh, I've done this before. I've been here before on a different mushroom. It's gone underneath. Now, do I go underneath and kill it? But if I do, I can't come up and get my chest because I'll be underneath. So it fucks you up when they fall off. Oh, it's back. It's back. Right, blow it into the middle.
Fine, go!
Get it in the middle. If anything, you want to move it into the middle. There you go. Get it in that water. Right, now it's going to go. Stupid mushroom. What are you doing? Where have you gone? Get back over there, you fucking arse. You idiot. Mushroom, you're going to get falling off. If anything, you're going to fall off. That's worse than getting burned and melted and dissolved in water. Why haven't I got my chest? It's not that fucking totem, is it? Oh, she died.
Oh, wait. No, I didn't.
Ran out of puff swimming in there. If it is that totem, I'm just going to leave it for now because we're on a mission to get somewhere beautiful for a wishing. We're on a mission to do some wishing. So I'm going to pick up my little rewards here. Thank you. Robust fungus newt. Robust. That word's doing the rounds, isn't it? Since Boris Johnson piped up with it a couple of years ago. Is that a fuck? It's not a dendroculus, is it? It's not, is it? No, it's not. Right. Anyway, this whole forest is very pretty, so let's fucking just have the wishes. Let's do it. Feels good to me. I've enjoyed running around Sumeru. I thought it's remarkable. This is a beautiful place. No one can deny. Don't blow it up, man. Places of natural beauty. I feel a bit worried about this, though. You were totally free to play until a couple of months ago. You got a better job and working, and the Welkin helps you enjoy the game. But darn, that hill from day one, Genshin's been pretty fair to free to play. It is good free to play. It is. Ganyu and everything you got are from your free to play days, and now your Goldfish Primos. I'm happy clearing everything with my C0 5-star unlimited weapons. Yeah, same here. I feel happy. I don't need to change that happiness, so I'm happy. Don't say that though. I want this 5-star, but. I think I agree as well with the Welkin Moon thing. I've played this game enough to give them the money. I'm gifting them my time and I'm broadcasting it. So they should fucking, hello, Genshin Impact, if you're listening, they should understand that, you know, I'm doing a big favour. Please give me the characters. But I'm willing to give them that money. The only issue is I would have to change that money spent. It's a good deal, $5.99 for the Welkin Moon for a month of the thing, and it's not bad. I'd pay more money for video games that I enjoy over the years, so it's not bad. But for me personally, now it says money spent 0, just can't even cross the border. Right, look, I've got 16k wishes. I don't even need to burn them all. Let's just see what we go, eh? Let's just see what we go. Should we do 10 at once? Feels like a lot to be doing 10 at once. I prefer to do them in ones, but you can't do, 100 wishes in ones, can you? We're not doing 100. Don't get that out of your head already. Last was a 4-star, Bennett. Last 5-star was Clee, so we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to pity. We're basically at 0 pity. I might as well hit a 10 pull. I don't know about this. Pressing the 10 pull button feels well wrong. Feels well wrong. Should we just do a 1 or 2 here and there to start with? Streamer luck, first wish, bang, Ganyu. So, that's a book, but that's a mistake because I've done a tweet. Streamer luck, I'll do it again so we can still use it for the edit, and we'll just pretend that one's a mistake. So, streamer luck, I'm going to press this button. This is how good this game is. You just press the button and you get what you want. I want Ganyu. I've pressed the button. I'm going to get it first time. That's a crappy bow. It's not first time. If I press... for streamers, you get... Yeah, for streamers, you get good luck. So I quite want this short character. If I get Ganyu, I'll still be happy. I'll just press this button, and on your first wish, you get... I'm really not going to be able to use it for the edit now. If it's another bow, I can't... I'm not going to be... I'm going to have to say... I'm not allowed to say that anymore. I was going to use it for the edit, but... On your second wish, third, fourth wish... Oh god. And now I'm thinking I've wasted those wishes because I should have been pressing 10. When you press 10 you get something. But if you press them in the 1s and the 2s, you feel like you never get them because the game doesn't want you to do 1s, it wants you to do 10s like brave tenor. Big brave 10. Oh god. I mean obviously there's something in it. But it's a load of shit. Where's my thing? Where's my character? What? Is it? Have I broke it? What's wrong with it? It's all shit. Have I wishing on the wrong banner or something? Do a ritual or pull in relevant places. Is that, see, this luck idea of luck I don't believe in. I believe much more in the power of tweeting fucking Hoyoverse and telling them that I'm a streamer. Ergo, what I don't want them to do is to piss me about, so I have to spend all my wishes, and on the very last wish, what an exciting, wonderful stream, you get Ganyu, yay, but I spent all my wishes. No, just give it me in the now, so I can save my wishes for the next exciting stream when the next cool little character comes out. Why haven't I got a character? Something's gone wrong with it. I'm glad I'm recording it so I can send this in to Hoyoverse and say, look, something's gone wrong with the wish system because you're supposed to get things and I haven't. I got... That's a shit book. You throw that straight in the bin. That going in the bin. 3 of these. As if the bin wasn't heavy enough. Another one of them. I mean, what are you playing at? Who needs 2 of them? And this thing, to be fair, I used one of those earlier in the playthrough, but... This is my thing, isn't it? This is my thing. That's my thing. Claymore, energy recharge. I mean, is it good because I'm about to get the character that needs it? So, ooh, after damaging an opponent with an elemental skill, the skill has a 40% chance to end its own cooldown. Can occur once every 30 seconds. A ceremonial greatsword that's become petrified over time. The trinkets on it are still visible. It grants the wielder the power to withstand the winds of time. Ooh, it's a funny colour for any of my characters. Like the colour scheme on it doesn't fit any of my characters. That's my thing. Obtained extra. Like, sorry for kicking you in the balls. Here's some star glitter.
Cleo is a brave girl today.
I think they've made a mistake somewhere. I think something's gone wrong here.
Dodoko,
Do I need to log off and on
where are
again? What's happening here? Look. She's got this cool debate club. It looks fucking cool. Yeah? It's not a 5-star or 4-star. It's 3. I've got this, the Favonian Greatsword. It looks rubbish on her. Like, it just doesn't look the part on her. You could wield it, but it's not really her. That looks better, but it's lower grade. But I've got that. I'm not even leveling it up. I've got a white blind. I created it the other day. It totally doesn't go with her, the colour scheme, does it? Look, but, you know, I created that the other day. Base attack and defense are your stats. Base attack and energy recharge on the Favonian Greatsword, which doesn't look great even charged up, does it? For me. Not huge. It's a bit thin, as claymores go from that angle, isn't it? It's a bit of a toothpick. A bit thin. It's interesting. It's alright. It's alright on the well at the moment, but the Rancor, sorry, the Archaic, looks quite cool. That's a bit of a wallop of a sword. That looks quite cool. And suits her colour scheme. She's never going to be able to wield this because it's the wrong colour for her. So, and look at it. What's that? It's all handle. Isn't it? It's all handle and less sword. It's not got much weight to the tip, it doesn't seem. That is all weight on the tip, isn't it? Scimitar shape, big heavy sword at the crunch, chop, bong. That's that. So I don't know about this, man. I don't even like the style of it. I just think it looks a bit silly. Who else? Noelle. We've got her on the Favonian Greatsword at the moment. She used to rock that like a vandal. Vix in the max. She can't really rock that, even though I created it. It's the wrong colour for her. She's currently rocking that, which in the black dot, before you level it up, looks right with her. Level it up and you have a red dot, that would be good. But instead it's got an animo coloured dot and it doesn't suit her, so I'm a bit annoyed, but it's a better weapon than she was using, which also didn't suit her. So now she's got another option of a weapon that doesn't suit her. So that's an option. Razor me, old mucker. What are you using? Oh, this really cool sword that looks like it really suits you. So would you rather use this? Absolutely not. Keep it out of my face. Look at it. Look at the colour scheme on him. It's wrong. Wrong. And look at the difference in... This is all handle and hilt. And like, at least that's got a long blade. That's got a big weighty blade. That looks fucking cool, doesn't it? It's all big end. What's that?
I found a really weird looking lizard. Want me to show it to you?
Clee, I didn't imagine that we could do that badly on that. I've spent my free wishes. They've all gone. And all we've got is fucking crappy bows and a sword. And now we're into the primos that I've been saving up. I haven't saved up 28k. I'm not guaranteed anything good. I don't feel comfortable about it, really. You wish you could choose the skin the weapons use. Yeah, I'd like to be able to colour them in differently. Just colour them differently so that we can have them match with our characters better. Did you buy the monthly free wishes? Yes, yeah. From the shop. Oh, not with the star glitter. So we get a few more with the star glitter, I suppose. I'm gonna spend the wishes I've been saving up because we're gonna keep wishing. We're gonna keep doing it. We're either gonna get a little one or a Ganyu or fucking totally nothing. But I'm gonna do it because I have to go for that little one. Also in the shop this month is Wet Boy. He's on the fucking banner, you idiots. Like, what are you doing? I'm just going to have to get another can of Coke because I need to wet my whistle. And we're going to let the energy warm up because the next set of wishes, we're going in hard. And we're either pulling the little one or Ganyu. And please don't show me Wet Boy and Sucrose if I don't have to see them. What are they doing to me? Hello, little boy. Doggy. Oosh, my sister's in the other room being sad about the Queen. So. Gotta get back into that frame of mind after I pump these wishes. Shouldn't be doing this, it's bad protocol, isn't it? Doing wishes when the Queen's dead. They called off the boxing, they called off the football, they called off the cricket. You know, technically I'm at work here. Do you want to do a 10 pull? Do you want to see? I think we have to do it in 10 pulls, don't we? Because it's how it works, isn't it? Try one more and see what happens. If we only get one good thing in the 10 pull, I'm not doing another 10 pull. Yeah, I'm not doing another 10 pull then. Look, we've got the little one. Thank God. Oh, thank God. It comes different. You don't get that explosion of the picture. Do you, look? Like, where's my explosion of the picture? Got a character. Didn't get that. So, I don't like the 10 pull system. And how did I get... Like, imagine that. Look, usually you're hoping for... You hit the thing about 6 or 7. I've done 2 10 pulls. And I've done all the way to 10. Before I've got the thing. So 10 pulls are rubbish. And there we go. She's mine. And she's got her sword. So we can shut up about moaning about the sword now. Do you think I should keep pressing that button? Fuck no. I really would like to see Ganyu on our squad. I can't. I'll tell you for why. I've got 14, 5, 6, 5, right? Let's just do the maths. And then we're going to look at our new character. 14, 5, 6, 5. You want to see some Firefox, I'll tell you. There's the Queen. 14, 5, 6, 5. Calculator. 14, 5, 6, 5. Sounds like a lot. You divide it by 1, 6, 0. This is how many wishes I've actually got. 91. That's actually quite a lot. More than I thought. So I could hit pity once. Pity's about 80 wishes, isn't it? 80 or 90 wishes. Hit pity once. Hit the 5-star once. I could have a go at it. Let's say I don't get it. Then we've wasted all of our wishes and we haven't got what we want. So I think I need double that. I think I need the guarantee that if I'm going to pump the wishes, I'm going to get what I want. Otherwise, I'm not spending them. I feel like I'm an idiot. Because you know what will happen? I'll waste all my wishes. I'll get something I don't want. 50-50 lose. And then when the next banner comes round, and it's something I really want, I won't even be able to wish on it. And I'll be so disappointed. I mean, I'm willing to do another 10. Because I've got 91. So I'm halfway to my necessary target. I'm willing to do another 10. But, the high stars always go to the left. Oh, so you don't know how long the temple was. Okay. Don't like that as a concept either. I want to know. And the only way I can know is by pressing the damn button once at a time. I just feel like 10 is acceptable. If I hit Sucrose, I'll be actually quite happy. If I hit Ganyu, I'll be really happy. If I get a constellation for either of my characters, that would also be good. So I feel like I can't lose on this set. Actually, I feel like I can't lose. And at the end of it, if I stop there and have a bit of self-control, then we've got a month to save up. If I, in 17 days, if I've saved up another 90 wishes, we can hit a few more. If I haven't, I'm glad I kept saving because the next banner coming round might be the one with the extra cool short character that I want. I didn't see this coming. This shorty took, and I've got her. So I'm really lucky. Hoyoverse, thank you very much, Mihoyo. Thank you very much, Genshin Impact. I've got what I wanted. So if I get anything above that, I think that's Ganyu, fucking Coco Goat. If I get that, then that's really good. We've got 10 on my hands, so let's go for 10. I'll do 1 confirmed. Do them in 10. That's rubbish. It's rubbish. Get rid of it. Get rid of it. It's rubbish. 9. That's rubbish. Now I've said they want every wish off me. They're going to make me go to 10, aren't they? 8. Do it on 7 for me, at least. Don't mess me about. 8. Come on, Hoyoverse. Mihoyo, I've tweeted you. That's 8. 7. And we'll call it square, yeah? Mihoyoverse. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. I am grateful. Bang, Sucrose. That feels about right, to be honest. I'm grateful. I'm grateful. You're a super free to play, and also fake Grand Order when you save your to have a good free to play chance. Fake Grand Order must be another game then, yeah? And you need to save for a year to have a good free to play chance. I mean, I'm happy with... I'll say this. I'm happy with Sucrose. We saw that she was good in the run, yeah? She's not the 5-star. I don't get every 5-star. Coco Goat is cool. The next 5-star might be the cool one. You know, I'm a bit thinking that the next 5-star... I've got a feeling that the Archon's going to be little, and I've got a feeling that she'll be a 5-star, so... I think that's the way we're going to go. She's got the boots. I was happy with her moves. She's like a Coco Goat for losers. Isn't she? She's like a free-to-play Coco Goat. You can still see her little shorts and she's got stockings, but I've got 17 days to decide. I don't have to spend them all now. I think that's a good way to just say thanks. I got my Mihoyo luck. Thank you for Mihoyo verse. I'm grateful. A Ganyu would have been great. Maybe we do another set of wishes before the time's up. But for now, I'm just going to take my money and run. You know, I'm going to say thank you very much to the casino. I don't like doing it. Don't like gambling. I'm not going to gamble my own money. If I put money into Genshin Impact, I'd be gambling it. And that's something that I can't do against my conscience. So that's another problem I have. Don't mind paying for the materials to level up my characters. But to gamble for characters, I can't necessarily do. So it wouldn't even benefit me really, would it? I'd feel bad about the primos I gambled. But here I've not gambled. I've saved up my primos. I've done my bit of grind. And I've got my reward. Yeah, let's see them then. Let's see them. Reading party info. In no particular order. Oh look, the list is getting longer. It's quite nice, isn't it? The list is getting longer. In no particular order. Oh, they've both got little pair of glasses on, look. It's interesting, isn't it? Is to me, anyway. We've got Sucrose. Bang.
I want to help.
About the same height as Jiangning there, isn't she? And Wet Boy. Is there anyone else about the same height as you? Collie, isn't it?
Trainee Forest Ranger Collie, reporting.
They look like a nice little squad, don't they? Got no idea if it works, but it looks nice. And our new addition is...
Ooh, what's the deal?
Dory. Could have worked harder on a name. Like, what's going on with these names? Like, some of them are unpronounceable, and then some of them are just like, you know, you're eating a bag of chips and Doritos. You know, can't call it toes, can we? Dory. What about Dory? Sucrose is like, that's actually a real thing that's in our worlds. Sugar. How's she got that word in Leeway? How's she got that word in Monster? Wherever she's from. I think she's Monster. And she's got the word Sucrose. But how's she got that word? That's from our world. Maybe the Traveller told it to her. No, because that's her name. She was there before the Traveller. I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyway. We've just seen them in the action. So mine are going to be totally feeble compared to... Ah, she's a book. I hate book characters. I don't even have any good books. I have to level up another book. But yeah, we've got her. Look. We've got her. We do like her big special. We do like her moves. We were pumping that thing, weren't we? And we were like, oh, it's pumping. Yeah, that's cool. So we're happy with that. We're happy with that. And Dory, this is the name of the game. Team Little. Dory, my love. Let's work on that little sword of yours. You're going to be holding something much more up your street that I've just been slating. But let's see it in action. I mean, it looks better in the hands of... It actually looks better in the hands of that pebble that she sits on. Like, because it looks like a little sword in the hands of that pebble. Do you know what I mean? It looks like the sword the Traveller uses more. It's okay. It's less offensive in the hands of the pebble. And this is quite cool, her little floating style. It is quite cool. It feels different. Like, it actually feels different to be swinging that. I want to show you this. You're little and you've got a claymore.
I'm so sleepy.
You're Electro and you've got a claymore.
I'll watch your back.
You're Noelle. Where are you, Noelle? Are you Chuffer? You're Noelle and you've got a claymore. Is that all my claymores? I think that's all my claymores now. But it's nice to have the full squad of claymores.
Oh, how exciting!
It's nice to have the full squad of claymores. But a bit of a surprise that I've got 2 of the same element. And a bit like of a surprise that 2 of my little ones are both claymores. Isn't it? I could have had more variety there already. But instead this is how it goes. So this feels like when I'm pressing this button, she's bobbing up and down like that. That last one's a bit meaty, but otherwise it feels like I'm sort of balancing. It actually feels like my character is struggling for balance there. And the sword is very smoothly and very quickly moving around, yeah? Whereas with Sayu, like she's struggling for balance, but the sword itself, the inertia of that weapon, when it lands, it don't move again. Boom, it's stuck still. And it's her that's, you know, struggling against it. So that makes the weapon look and feel when I'm only pressing a button on the mouse, but to me it feels, it's funny to say that, isn't it? It feels heavy. But it does, it feels heavy, that weapon. And she feels small and nimble in comparison. And the weapon's pulling her aside. Same with Razor. He swings them quicker, but they're big chops. And like that little, certainly that final one as well, that little pause at the end with the weight of the sword. And he has to heave it over, so you feel the weight of the sword there where he heaves it over. Noelle. Same thing, yeah? Dory. She feels lighter than air. Like when I'm pressing that button, it feels light. So it is a different feel to the Claymore character, which is interesting. The sword doesn't look too horrendous on her back. It's not the right colour scheme for her, is it? It's not exactly the right colour scheme, is it? Like, she's all violets and pastels, electro purple. And this sword, which is on this banner and is, I've never seen it before, like, maybe it is not supposed to be hers, maybe I just got it by mistake, but like, it feels like I've got it, you know, Mihoyo sort of give it to me, but it doesn't. I like them to be matched colour scheme wise, and it's just not perfect, the colour scheme matching. Can we not please just have some way of changing the colour of the weapons? Like, give it a purple glow, like, make them different. Like, and also, how is it that they're not the weapons don't have any reflect? Like, we've got all these visions. Shut up, you. We've got visions, haven't we? We've got these elements, so it's a repeating theme. The colours of these things. Can't the weapons just be like, you know, in keeping with this, and then you'd be like, oh, that one really goes with my character. Anyway, enough moaning about that fucking sword. Dory's a healer, and not only heals HP, but she also recharges elemental energy. That's interesting. Sweet flowers, sugar sucrose. Could be that, yeah. But again, like, it's a word that we have in English, but we're in Teviat here. They're making up words from nowhere, and they happen to be the same. Meta-knowledge is a niche where you want to apply a lot of constant electro in the field, even with the same weapon or category. Okay. Totally valid to not like it, yeah, fair enough, yeah. I'm allowed to think what I want. Upgraded sacrificial greatsword is more purple, not a lot, but more purple. Okay, good. That sets my mind at rest a little bit. I think we should be able to transmog them. I think we should be able to, you know, I think we should be able to just go into weapons, maybe in the enhancement, maybe, you know, spend some stuff because they like you to spend some stuff, but, you know, you could just, one of these options and just change the colour scheme. Should be really easy to do, shouldn't it? Just change the colour scheme on that. Thank you very much. But yeah, I'm actually quite happy, and I get what you're saying as well. If you put a squad together of all Electro, or now I can do all Claymores if I want. Bit mad, but I like that sort of thing. It can be really useful, can't it? Let's see this. I've already got an all Electro squad actually, haven't I? But she fills a void where she's a healer. So there are these other things. mean, I'm going to end up using her and enjoying her. Like, she's part of my crew now. I'm absolutely sure about that. Same with Sucrose. It's going to take me some time to level them up. Original Electro crew then. Hang on. Let's have you in.
Something's come up?
He's in. And of course we've got you.
I'll keep an eye on you.
But we also could have official. It's official, we have official. So now I've got 2 choices for my Electro squad. But so what you're saying is Dory's a healer, so she goes in my final slot. I usually put my healer at last because attack with this, attack with this, attack with this, and then maybe use the healer, then attack with this, and attack with this, and attack, then maybe use the healer. That's my little route. So I've got 3 Electros, 4 if I want them, for the elemental resonance of high voltage. Affected by hydro for 40% less time, who cares? Superconduct, overloaded, electro charged, quicken, aggravate, or hyperbloom have 100% chance, a 100% chance. That's in the bank, that's yours, that's safe. You take that home, that's guaranteed. They have 100% chance to generate an electro elemental particle. No. Who cares if they generate an electro-elemental particle? They have 100% chance to do AoE damage of 200% times by the number on the dice that you roll with your D20. That's what it should say. Has a chance for you to blow your opponent's head off with electricity, and their eyes pop out their head, and all the electricity squirts all their blood out their eyes. Ah! Well, it has a chance to do that. Maybe that's a bit excessive, but you know, a chance to do some extra damage. Not like a particle, one particle. It generates a particle. Every 5 seconds you get a particle. Oh, well, I might. Like, you want your eyes to pop out. All you have to do is inflate yourself. Overinflate. You know when you go and park your car at the petrol station or the gas station, if you're in America, the gas station. You park your car at the gas station and there's sometimes air and water. It's available, then you put some money in, you can pump up your tyres. You apply the air from that, it's pressurised, and you could pop your eyes out that way. Put that in your mouth. I wasn't going to say put it anywhere else. Put it in your mouth. Put your hand over your nose. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. It's not going to go well. Probably going to go badly. If anyone does that and they put the blame on me, then I'm absolving myself of all blame here, right now. I'm saying don't do it. If anything, I'm saying don't do it. It was a joke. You know, Jesus. You won't have a chance to get one elemental particle every 5 seconds if you do that. Every 5 seconds. But, you know, there's an advantage to having an all-electro team for certain enemies, I'm sure. And they do look fucking cool together, don't they, as a group? I mean, come on, they look fucking cool as a group. Ka-ching, optional, bow attack. I am a big fan of swords, so I should say that I am pleased to get another sword character. Tempered by the fact that I've got another book. The range of characters is really starting to fill out now, and there's another Animo for my team as well. 1, 2. Buckle my shoe. You haven't got shoes on, you idiot, have you? You haven't even got shoes on. Not even wearing proper shoes, are you? No wonder he's so rubbish. I'll tell you something else about this chuffer, right? He needs them. And he needs them. And this chuffer, the Ruined Serpent, that's what drops them. And it also drops... Fucking... What? Well, that's a different... You've got to fight the Ruined Serpent for the one Ascension material and a different boss for the other Ascension material. What? What kind of crazed mind comes up with this stuff? I've got all the... Onabukos and the hoarders, treasure hoarders, but who comes up with that? That's Fruit Loops. Look, if you want her to be ascended, you get those things and those things from the same fucking boss, don't you? That makes sense. You kill that and you get both things that you need. Kill that a few times, you'll get there. That makes sense. You'd have to be some kind of sadist. You'd have to be some kind of cruel. What cruel mind makes you have to defeat the Ruined Serpent, and the Ruined Serpent doesn't drop Animo fragments? So you've got to get them somewhere else. Animo hypostasis. You've got to beat up the Animo hypostasis. I want to beat up the Animo Hypostasis as well as the Ruined Serpent. That sounds like twice the resin to me. And then what am I going to... I'm moaning a lot today. And then what am I going to do? If I beat up the Animo Hypostasis, which I can quite happily do, thank you very much, I'm going to be left with a load of Hurricane Seeds that are just going to be coming out my rumpole. What am I going to do with them? Say it's Kuki Shinobi. Same with Kuki Shinobi. You're saying neither Electro. I would say it's just that is right. That is there's there's locking people up and putting them in prison, and that's one thing, isn't there? Then there's locking people up and putting them in prison and pulling out their fingernails and having like water drip on their head. Have you heard of Chinese water torture? It's called. And water, apparently this is what happened, I don't know for a fact, but they hold you down, or tie you down, or whatever. You stay down there, and then they just drip water on your head, just drip, 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 like that, and you just can't, that fucking dripping on my head's doing my fucking head in. After about 10 minutes, you're like that. After about an hour, you're like, oh, I can't take it anymore. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you where all the... what is it you want to know? The trade secrets? Where all the money's kept? I don't know what it is I'm supposed to know. Just can you stop that dripping on my goddamn head? Like Chinese water torture. It was worse than that though as well. They used to pull out your fingernails with bamboo shivers or something. But what are they doing? It's cruel, isn't it? It's cruel. It's a torture. I don't mind killing the boss and getting my stuff. That's quite fun. But killing the boss and not getting my stuff, only getting half my stuff, and then feeling like I've got to do twice the grind for one character, it's a bit of a cheek, isn't it? It's a bit of a cheek. If anything, it makes me want to ascend him less. It makes me less interested in bringing him through the ranks. Because frankly, he's mugging me off, isn't he? He's having a go at me. He's like, don't even bother. And he hasn't got proper shoes on. Can you do this? I'm not paying for the fucking skins, I'll tell you that, but can you sort me out with some shoes as well? Because she's got... Huh? What's that? What are those?
Ta-da! No! Oh, fine.
What are those? Are they shoes? Hang on. I want my camera thing, and I want to move my camera thing, do that, see it a bit better. I mean, I know that's sympathetic to the style of the place in the world that we're not really in. You know, I know that sympathetic to the culture of the place of the world that we're not really in. So you can do what you fucking want with your shoes. You don't have to have shoes like that. You can do whatever you want with the shoes. You made up the hairstyle. I don't know if they're famous for having lilac hair, are they? In that part of the world. You made that bit up. I don't know where she pulled that from. You made that bit up. I'm moaning a bit now. I'm only doing it for comic effect. And also because it gets on my tits. But what are you doing with those shoes? Because I'll tell you what you can't do. And it was the same with Saya, what's her name? Saya, the one from Inazuma with the fox thing on her head. With a puppet mask on her head. She hadn't got proper shoes on, and like you can't. When you're gonna chase someone, you have a fight with them, they'll just poke you in your foot with their weapon, and then that's it. Your fun's over. Ah, my foot! Ah! Stop moving around you. I can't clonk, 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 clonk. I can't move around as easy as you. Clonk, clonk, clonk. Stop moving around. Ow! I just stubbed my toe. Oh no, he's going upstairs. I won't be able to chase him up the stairs very easily. Hang on, just 1 second. Oh, I've stubbed my toe. So, they're not any use to anyone, are they? You can't go around being a detective and not wear a pair of boots. Or at least smart shoes. Or, I'm not saying trainers, I'm not saying running trainers, I'm not saying... But, you know, closed toes. Imagine you're in a workplace, like... Because the hottest chef in Leeway, she knows what we're talking about. Where is she? I'll be more positive now, look. Where is she? There she is, look. She knows what you're talking about. Hottest chef in Leeway. I imagine there's some kind of, you know, reinforcement to the toes here, but they've got a cool shape, these boots. They've got a cool shape. That splaying at the top is pretty cool. The red tassels around it, they're pretty nice. Like, the boots look cool. You can get a bit of open on the front there if you want, which I wouldn't have in a kitchen. I'll tell you for why, because if you splash hot oil on your feet, then you're going to burn your feet, aren't you? Wouldn't have that. And also in kitchens, you want to easily be able to take your shoes off. Because if you've got boiling hot oil on your shoes and it's all in your socks, you want your shoes off really quick. So you don't want your shoes to melt onto your feet or anything. And that's why they wear those big cloggy things sometimes. Those like big rubber, not rubber, but safety rubber clogs. So something like that, effective. Good for fighting in as well, I would imagine. Giving someone a good kick in the balls. Yeah? They're good. What's there? What's that? What are they? Just going to quickly go through them all by footwear. Just going to quickly go through them by footwear. Footwear average, 6 out of 10. I'm just going to move the chat because it's so important to me. This is... It's so important to me. Just going to quickly go... Footwear average, not a big fan of the pointy, but, you know, leeway cheesing, important cheese, posh shoes, 7 out of 10. Dress shoes, almost like, you know, shoes like I've seen in the real world. With no band around the top or strap or anything like that. Strapless, so maybe they'll fall off when you're running. You know, I don't know. But, yeah, you know, 7 out of 10. Nice shoes. Boots. Bit like Zelda with the diamond on top. Bit Link-esque. Not really feeling the combination of the different like materials there, but boots, yeah, 7 out of 10. What are those? These are like, I don't know how booty they go, I don't know how high up they go in the ankle, but they're a bit like cowboy boots, if anything. They're a bit snazzy, smart dress shoe cowboy boots with this metal heel. I'm not a big one for wearing a heel. I'm a boy and I don't wear a heel, but he does, and he's a boy. Fair enough. He's got these, they're like galoshes, but they go all the way up to his ankle, and he's got a garter belt, so it's a bit of a strange combo, but for fighting and doing whatever that we're doing, steel, heel, sharp toe, ass kickers, I think they're alright. I think they look quite smart, actually, from the right angle. So, yeah, you know, 8 out of 10, whatever. You've got little pom-poms on your little shoes and your little shoesies. We accept it. They're not awful, but they are a bit pointy at the end, but the pom-poms make them, don't they? And she gets away with it because she's a bit unique, a bit special. Gravekipper, good footwear. Just got to say that, haven't you? Good footwear. Looks like a metallic toe. Nice tall boot. Very pleased with that. Good footwear. Klee, again, very nice footwear. Could have a bit more shape to the shoe. The top upper of the shoe could have a bit more shape around there, but I like the shape of the toes. I like the fact that it's sympathetic with a dress. It's not overdone. It's brown, but it's got a nice bit of patterning on it. Nice footwear. Well done, Klee. Well done.
These bombs. So
you talk about the same thing I was 5 minutes. I do that. It's alright. I can talk for a long time. It's my job, really, isn't it? Yaimiko. Sorry, I missed this bit about Yaimiko. Same material from the serpent, and then it's smart shoes. You see his attacks, he kicks the shit out. One hit to the head with those wood sandals. Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about the wood sandals though. You see. Maybe if you get hit in the head, it's going to hurt. He'll get, you know, he's going to be on the list in a second. But maybe if you get hit in the head, it's going to hurt. But if you like, just take any like good footwear. If someone hits that with a pole arm, she can carry on. If you've got your toes out, you've lost a toe. Footwear, important. Bear in mind as well, I don't like these. I mean, these are come back, you chuffer. These are actually really nice shape to the boots. But it's spoiled by cutting the toes out of it. Who would take a pair of shoes and cut the toes and heels out of them? That's madness. That's a madness to do that. You've just got the upper and the collar of the shoe there, and then the heel and the... Why have you cut the toes out? It's alright if you're going running around the beach or something, but, you know, we're on the job here. We go running around Mondstadt, he's treading in slime. I don't know what it is, slime slime droppings. Just say that, treading in hilly churl droppings. And she got her toes out. It's all gone in her shoes. Useless to us now. She's going to have to take her shoe off and have a little wash it inside a lake. She's going to have to go and wash her feet inside a lake. We'll have to wait for her. You need to have proper shoes on for doing adventuring, don't you? It's just basic. Look at that. Very nice. All the way up to the top of the thigh. I'm assuming this is some sort of like strong material. It's got this stitching up the back. It's got what looks like metallic soles there. I don't know if they're metals or, you know, rubber materials. I don't know what kind of materials they've got in Mondstadt, frankly, but I don't know why one goes all the way up to her backside and the other one doesn't, but it looks like a really tall fitted boot. And that, you're covered, you can kick, you go in places. I think that's a good sort of design. Well done. We've already discussed these boots are good. This is a bit of a combo between what looks like a kind of dress shoe and an armoured plating. So, happy with that, in a way. At least we've gone for armoured plating, for Christ's sake. I mean, she's the best dressed out of all of them for adventuring, isn't she? Out of everyone who's going to get hit with a sword, she's going to come off the best. Which is a good idea if you're out there getting hit by swords. Whereas you have put a little pair of shorts on, so... But, the boots are really cool. And I'll tell you what's exceptionally cool about them. I have to imagine that sole is fairly rigid. And that she's not on her tippy toes, but the boots are sort of forcing her. It's almost like a heel without a heel. And whilst if you were walking on them, you'd have to get used to that. Otherwise, you'd be falling over all the time. Once you are used to it, or if your natural poise is that of a cat, it's pretty cool, isn't it? It is pretty cool. And it's the most bootified boot we've seen of the lot, with a little metallic 3 pins there on the front, bit of protection, the little cat thing, bit of protection, metal on the front. Quite happy with that as footwear goes. Sorry, there you go. Quite happy with that. Amber is going to do us proud, isn't she? Look, they're not the sauciest of thigh-high boots that we've seen. You know, the cut of the shoe is not the most seductive or dressy, but it's a very smart, very job, like steel toe cap, adventurer outrider boots, aren't they? Very get the job done. Probably wouldn't have gone for white, because they're going to get dirty quick, but... Collie, why have you cut the toes out of your boots? Why have you done that? We'll give you a perfectly good... I don't want to give her a dressing down, because I like her. She's growing on me. But we give you a perfectly good set of serviceable Forest Ranger standard issue footwear, and you go and cut the toes off. So that's questionable. I mean, surely you're gonna tread in a thorn. Babs. Ace.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Very nice little booty shoe things, aren't they? A combination of what you might call a more maybe like a Baby Jane shoe, a bit like Lisa, but with this boot and the fold over, which gives it a very Mondstadtian feel. Feels very Mondstadtian to me, and they're kind of quite individual. They really seem to suit her. Maybe a bit like tap shoes or dancing shoes in a way. You know, they really seem to suit her, and you know, you can go around running around and getting puddles, and you're not going to be having dirty feet, so that's all right. Whereas you're wearing a bit more, again, like court, I don't know, they call court shoes or something like. They're a bit more, you know, formal, a bit more dress shoe. Which is fine because you're in charge of the leeway cheating, but when you're out running around in the mud, not ideal. Finally, Bennett.
Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Bennett comes good, you know, finally, not just by being part of the meta recently, but also because his footwear is probably the best I've seen for adventuring. Come on. If you've got to wear a pair of these shoes and you're going to go out on the adventures of the Traveller, which pair are you wearing? Great big steel toes, warm socks.
Where did that come from?
Very happy with Bennett's footwear. In fact, the more I look at him, the more I think he belongs in Xenoblade Chronicles X. But official, it's official, we have official.
I created another universe and founded paradise. For I, Fischl, am the Prinzessin der
It's official, we have official. And little bows, I mean, it suits her dress. It suits her clothing style to have these, what are they, T-bars or just straps on these sort of nice, they're nice shoes. They're nice, I'd be happy seeing those. What am I trying to say? Like, you know, on a date, I'm probably not going to wear them. Probably not going to get much wear out of them. But on somebody else's feet, I'd be happy to see. They don't look quite nice shoes. Yeah, nice shoes you've got there.
I created another universe and founded paradise for I, Fischl, and the Prinzessin der Verirrt.
All right, Fischl. But are they ideal for running around the world and adventuring in? And no, don't show me those. Fair enough, Kaya. Yes. Your boots are reasonable, but I don't know what those things are around your ankles, but your boots are reasonable. Just leave you alone. He's nearly got it. He's fucked it up right at the end by wearing a pair of socks and cutting the toes out again and the heels. But the big leather, if only you'd continued with the big leather all the way to the toes and you'd had a big leather pair of boots, you'd be alright. And again, I'm vegan, so I don't approve of leather, but leather look, we'll just say leather look. But it's fine. That's a fine look if you're, you know, slouching about the house or you're at a beach party or something, but it's not so good if you're involved in adventuring. And finally, thank God for Sucrose, who is wearing an awesome pair of Favonian boots. I mean, they look the shit. They're a bit square in the line there, but they look cool. They've got angles and details, and you could run around all day in them. Run around. Well done, Sucrose, for wearing the most appropriate footwear. Stop playing with that bone. There's my squad. Look how many of them I got free to play. Today we've added Sucrose and Dory, and I'm feeling good. Feeling good about that, actually. I want to just confirm that. Let's have a look on the banner. It's a question of whether we throw a load of wishes at Ganyu. We've got to consider. It might be that it's well worth it, because she is pretty fucking cool. You know, her and Kamisato Ayaka are two, and maybe Ayato, not Ayato, maybe Kazuha as well, maybe Kazuha, but her and Kamisato Ayako so far are things that I'm looking at saying, I wish they were on my team. If I was spending money, I'd probably get them. Probably won't, because I'm free to play. And Ayaka was just because I was new to the game, and that was on the banner, and I was like, wow, doesn't she look good? I'll do 10 wishes, maybe I'll get her. Yeah. And then she was gone. Why can't I keep wishing for her? Where's she gone? So you wait. You can wait before the patch ends. Exactly. I've got 17 days to think about it, and I can go on a grind. If I can grind up a few more primos, then, you know, we can do a few more wishes. And with that in mind, I should have actually been doing some of the fucking quests. I've done 2.5 hours of streaming. I haven't done anything. We haven't achieved anything. We've achieved a lot, look. Hello. But I haven't done any of these quests. Thank God they're not time sensitive. 9 days? Only 9 days? Alright, I'm not going to finish this now, but we're going to go and start it off and have a little word with Ullman. See what's going on. Stop talking to me, you. The thing will actually, she will annoy me a little bit, because the Mora thing is not really with my principles. Like, I mean, obviously, like I said, I understand you need money to live, but I'm not all like, oh, if I get 10% of this and you have, I'll get all rich, and like, no, I'm not feeling like that. And if someone's gonna have a little, what's the word? She's quite cool running about though, isn't she? Look, wee. If someone's gonna have a little word going off, a little idling animation, I prefer it to be something that physically happens rather than them talking too much, because it's great when you first see them talking and you're like, oh, they're doing some talking, oh, it's cool. And when Amber does that, that's cool, yeah. But after you've heard Book Boy tell you about the fucking Wing Wong Bookhouse a million times, you don't want to go to the Wing Wong Bookhouse. You want to burn down the Wing Wong Bookhouse and tell him he's never allowed to read another fucking book from the Wing Wong Bookhouse again. Now what's happening? Ullman. What's going on up here then? Terminate this treacherous transport, defeat the treasure hoarders. Will do. We'll just do this quickly first, because here they are. Oh,
another test.
Oh, he wants me to kill the animal?
Suffocate.
That's sad. I've just realised I'm on Little Teapot Woman. With her little teapot skills, she's going to just get herself killed, isn't she, look? Shazam, have that. Enjoy that. 21 damage. 9, 30. She's not going to... She's dead.
There's some things for us.
So... She's not gonna... We're gonna have to level her up a bit first.
Hey, come a little closer.
I don't even know if Lisa's got much of the touch.
Hey, let's spark things up a little.
But I know that Razor Boy can hit. And I know that Ka-ching can give you a bit of the old
Speed of light.
speed of light.
Nowhere to hide.
Nowhere to hide. She starts rocking. And he can give you a socking. Wow. It's the first run out of the Electro Squad. Chuffing Doritos got herself killed, didn't she? Straight off. No sympathy. Got herself killed straight away. Come out with the big chuffers. Get yourself in the deep water. Don't you? Defeating treasure hoarders on your first day out, now you're dead. So, bit of a shame for you. Talk to... Oh, did I get anything for that? Or is there nothing lying around on the floor? Like, where's all my bits of stuff? Let's go talk to Ullman. Let's go see what Ullman's saying. Can't switch characters while gliding. What were you even trying for, you idiot? What's that there? It's a froggen. Oh, I've picked it up now. It's just a frog. Shouldn't have picked it up, really. Is that a Seelie? Why isn't it? Oh, I get it. I get it. Ullman's master of the Seelie. Look, former friend of former friend of Seelie, Ullman. What's going on? Didn't you bring me here, little one? Keep moving. Never mind, you better stay put. Is this a Seelie? Sort of. I'm duped by it again. Let me give you a rundown from the beginning. Oh, Ullman, why don't you? And while you're at it, could you be voice acted for me? No. For starters, you may not believe Seelies are somehow easily drawn to me. I'll do a voice for him. Among the Seelies that came to follow me, I found this one that's particularly keen on treasure seeking. I'm not good at naming. I'll just call them treasure seeking Seelies. I can't do the voice anymore. It's getting on my nerves. He's got proper boots, hasn't he? He's got a big feather in his cap. So I'm going to have to skip back for your chat now. Character leaks. I don't know that character on Osmanthus wine tastes the same, but where are those who share the memories? You hear that so much. If someone shares the memories... You say, oh, it's Zhongli. Zhongli saying... It can get a little bit kind of... And there's no way to turn it off, which is a bit weird. And you'd think it'd be easy to update the game with different idling animations every time they do an update. Maybe you could choose from them. See, I'm giving them ideas now. Genshin Impact, Horrorverse, I hope you're still listening to my playthrough, because like I said, I give you ideas. People buy costumes, they buy... In Fortnite, they buy animations for their characters to do. Little dances and things. So you could sell different idling animations for the characters, and also other kinds of animations that you could do to each other when you're playing co-op, like a little wave or a thing. You could, don't have to sell them, you could just give us some free, but there's another way of monetizing the game without having to go through that horrible gacha system. These Seelies don't tune on me, they're tired. Then I find a helper favoured by the Seelies. The helper takes the Seelies to locate the treasures, and he sells them for a fair price. They say ruins and antiques are everywhere around Sumeru, so I came to look for my fortune. I attracted a bunch of Seelies here, some treasure seeking, but they ignored me, and this thing suddenly started to move. Can we treasure seek? Of course, yes. Just follow it and dig. If you scoop up some treasure, you only want the ancient iron coins. He's going to pay for the coins, okay? So I find ancient iron coins. I give them to him, he gives me treasure. I get the notebook, some treasure sites he hasn't dug yet. He's counting on me. Bring back the ancient iron coins. Oh, I've got a treasure-seeking Seelie. What did that just say? Equip it, summon it. If you're not in a treasure-seeking area, it won't work. Equip it, it's going to come out and it's going to collect energy. If you collect the energy bits, it's then going to find a treasure. If it collects energy, I look for treasure. treasure-seeking Seelie energy, helping the Seelie search treasure, finds treasure, dig up the treasure. Got you.
I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
Not in a treasure area. So what I wanted to know is, it said it was going to run out of time, did it, or something? It will expire at 2:59 on the 9th 19. On the 9th 19, you can't have a 19. What are you on about? The 9th of the 19th. The 9th day of the 19th month. So what would that be? It doesn't even make sense. What are they talking about? And they add more each update. No. Chest voice lines, low HP. Alright. Yeah, we get chest voice, don't we? Yeah, we get chest voices. So we could, yeah, they could totally add more and more voices each update. Like, it should just totally be a thing. And if they want to charge, I think they could change the monetization system for the West and make this game hugely, like, you think it's made a lot of money already, but it's not cracked America, and it's not cracked the UK, and the English-speaking world uses this word gacha to beat it over the head. So you just sanitize out the gacha system a bit and just allow us to directly get some of the things a bit more directly, either with money, oh god, horrible money, or with, like, not wishes, not random, just, you know, I earned enough primos, I got what I wanted. Anyway, point being, you could actually charge people for these sort of things, couldn't you? Voice update, voice up lines, different animations, different costumes, of course, different costumes for the weapons, all that other shit that's in the shop already. Why don't they do a bit of that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Cheeky bastards. So I've got one of these now, and it disappears at some point. I'm assuming that means it disappears when the time is up on this. 9 days. Oh, there we go. It's one of these. That's quite nice. I quite like, actually. They asked me this in the survey recently. They were like, "Did you enjoy Graven Innocence?" I haven't finished it quite. I haven't quite finished it. I did grind these out while I was away on holiday. I did all of everything. All of everything. It's just beating things up in the world, so it's not special stream content. Just beat things up in the world. You've seen me do them a million times, beating things up. The only thing I haven't done, and I did manage to get this sorted, because I learned that if I was hitting this with a pyro, and it was making it spawn terror shrooms. So it created new fungi because of the way I was attacking it. So I managed to fix that and not create any, and then I beat it. I need to defeat it without being hit by its volatile spore cloud. But I can achieve that. It's the only thing I've got left on the list. So once that's done, I'm done with all of this. And it's been fun. And I tell you what was good is having it in this list like this, and you can see what's going on. Yeah, nice menu, nice art, nice design. I enjoyed it. I thought it all looked good. I thought it was very cohesive. They asked me about it, and I thought good. Thought it was the right amount of stuff for the right amount of time. Could have done with a few more primos up my chuff hole, but you know, you don't get everything you want in life, do you? You don't get primos fired up your chuff hole every day. So that was quite good. So I'm pleased that this has done the same. I don't have to fucking mess about looking for a teapot underneath a bush or anything. I can just look on this. Right, Area 1. Chat Rackham Cave. Chat Rackham Cave. Area 2. You fucking don't even start on Area 2 yet, you idiot. You haven't even started. You haven't done Area 1. Why would you even want to know about Area 2? You haven't even done Area 1. Area 3. You can't. Now you're getting so ahead of yourself. You might as well go back to Area 1, mate. You haven't. Area 4. It's not available. You can't. What about Area 6? Well, what did you think if Area 4 wasn't available? Area 6 would be available. Area 5? No. 1. Only Area 1. Go and do Area 1 and you enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy it, then you might as well just shove off, because Area 1, chat group, what are we getting? Cave? Hang on. We've got an issue here. Cave. And they haven't, I can't go there. I've got to find it on the map. Proper treasure seeker now. Tractrum Cave. What are they on about? Where's that on the map? Chuff Cave. Tractrum Cave. There it is, actually on the map. It's actually there on the map, look. Tractrum Cave. Whee. I haven't been up here yet. The Palace of Alcazar. I haven't been up there yet anyway, so I think what we'll do is we'll teleport over. Because I actually was running around Sumeru the other day, and I saw this place, and I thought, ooh. Tell you what, I'm not going to go up there. I'm going to save it for stream. Here it is. I got to the teleporter, and I thought, look, what's this in here? So I thought I'd save it for stream. So here I go. First time I've ever walked down here. Why am I coming down here? I've forgotten. Because it's near Chaktrasham Cave. So if I come down here and walk across here, then I might get into the area. No map pins left, so I'm going to have to do a stream where I start clearing off some of my map pins. Honestly, that would be fun though, because they're all challenges. Like that's challenge device. It's one of those little challenges. These are, you know what they are, homunculuses. It's a challenge to get them. Down here there's mechanisms that I need to beat. Kill the thing within 60 seconds. Way. So all these challenges that I've marked and haven't completed, we need to go back and actually do and complete, and then we can take the pins off. There's over 150. I've got to the limit of my pins. You need your pins. You know, you need your pins. You still got to do it. You're taking your sweet time. This is... the stupid thing about this is not the Archon quest, is it? And this is not even my main thing. But I feel like because there's only 9 days on it, I better do this first. That's pretty. That's what I feel like. So I want to at least get it moving now on stream and see what it looks like, you know, if we can have a go at it. And, hello, you're a merchant. Not going to talk to you then. I'm a traveller. Got business. In the palace, have I? No, probably not. Not in the palace. Enter treasure area.
I just wish that some people would actually do their jobs.
Moaning. I've been moaning today.
This estate must be someone really important.
Hopefully it has comedy value though.
Most unfortunately, the boss isn't in today.
Oh, is she not? They... I don't know if it's a boy or a girl. Gosh tab. Gosh tasp. Like, come on, they're taking the piss. Look at his name. They're taking the piss. Aren't they? Like, they even mentioned it the other day about how names were difficult to pronounce because all the Arakanana were called Arakanana, and we haven't even finished all that Arakanana. What means taking the piss? It's like having a joke on me.
Most unfortunately, the boss isn't in today.
They're taking the mickey. They're having, you know, they're poking fun at me. They're having a joke. It's a joke. Gosh, I'm a streamer, and I've got to read his name out on stream. It's not even a word. Gosh, Tasp.
Rabbit.
People don't put a Tasp. No one's got a name Tasp. Gosh, Tasp. Have they? No one's got that name. They just put random letters together.
Unfortunately, the boss isn't in today.
I think it's funny because people have got funny names in this part of the world. And they've had a joke about it already. They've said the Arakanana and the Arakavana, and then even Paimon said, oh, it's too difficult to say the words. Mandana.
It's not the day to water the flowers yet.
Oh, sorry, I'm treading on them. I apologise. Following the instructions in the manual really did make the flowers bloom really well. The manual? Yeah, it's a nursing manual on ornamental plants the Lord gave me. I heard it was personally revised by a forest watcher. Following the instructions in the manual guarantees that beautiful flowers bloom all year round here. Lovely, I say. Thanks, take it as a compliment on the good job I did for the garden. Cutting a fresh flower with its leaves on, put into a vase of water, a vase, and you'll make a very nice interior decoration. These are for you. Beautiful flowers will bring you good luck. 4 Sumeru roses. That was pretty profitable, just for a chat. Thanks. What's this? Teleporter. Ooh. Oh no, they actually got teleporters, haven't they? They should put the teleporters on stands like this. It would look really cool. Yeah, I'm going in anyway. No, I'm not. I just thought I'd take the chance. Right, anyway, we're in this zone, and what we need to do in this zone is press this button. There's my little Seelie, and it's got to absorb some energy. So I fucking... What? It needs to absorb some energy. So, Gosh Tasp. See, I got his name wrong straight off. Gosh Tasp, can you blow in this for me, mate? I need to absorb some of your energy.
The boss isn't in today.
Can you just blow in this? This thing by the back of my head. Can you just blow in that? Blow on that. Oh, forget it. Useless. Gaston. So he's got a normal name.
Owner of this estate must be someone really important.
Consonants and vowels all in the right place. Gaston. It's not even an unusual name, but at least the consonants and the vowels, you know, I can say them in a... Gaston. Can you blow in this Seelie thing for me? I need... Forget it. Forget it. I'll get my own energy. I'll get my own energy. No, it's fine. I'll do it myself. I'll get my own energy. I mean, where the fuck... Seelie's gone now. So... I'm outside the treasure area. Somehow. I'm supposed to be in a cave, aren't I? Enter treasure area, look. Oh, there's a chest over there as well that I want to get, but... Focusing on this chest. So this is a problem. I've only got 9 days for this, and already it's... in Latino America, the places where mothers mix 2 celebrity names and put it there, possibly. I did... Actually, there's one thing that I do know, which is that Malcolm X... Oh, I picked up a frog by mistake because it would come up my thing and I automatically pressed the button like that. Malcolm X said that people in America, specifically black people, they should throw off their slave names and they should rename themselves with original names, and that they shouldn't be afraid to, you know, decide what they wanted to be called. And he challenged the norms of a society that said that, you know, these people are called by these names, and said, no one telling you what to do, choose your own names. And so that's why in America you get some quite interesting and different names that are just basically made up because, like, it was encouraged, politically encouraged. Something that I kind of agree with as well, like, although I think maybe, and I don't know, because I'm not a big one for tradition, am I? I'm not a big traditionalist. I do think about modernity and, you know, doing things fresh and new, and taking the ideas from the past and, you know, building on them, yeah, but not just retreading the same old ground over and over again just because. Having said that, I'd probably call my children after my ancestors, so if this isn't a cave, I've run off in the wrong direction. I'm useless at this game. Yeah, but it's interesting, isn't it, about names? Let me press this again. I just can't... I'm in the area now, aren't I? Summon the treasure seeking, help it. I'm not fucking doing anything. Water energy, do you want some of that? Or maybe I'll do this. Ah! No. Elemental energy there for you? No. Fucking... There's a frog, I didn't pick that one up this time. Vegan. Oh, I see there's something on the map. I see there's something on the map. I just looked at the map and there's like a thing on the map. So that's obviously what I've got to do. Go and interact with the thing that's on the map. This chest, I'll have you know, it looks wonderful, doesn't it? Oh, big precious chest, but it'll be a load of shit. It'll be something for my teapot. I feel like I'm moaning a lot tonight. Get on there, you. Stand on it so you can hit it. Right. Just as I did that, I ran out of Electro Bloom. I'll go for the chest because I know I'll get it, but this Electro Seelie thing's beyond me. You're a teapot maniac. People are in their teapots in this game, aren't they? I mean, teapot. I live in a teapot. Imagine telling someone, traveller from, oh yeah, big cheese, oh yeah, big friends with the Leeway Cheesing, yeah? Sorted out all that business in Mondstadt with the dragon, really? I live in a teapot, what? Do you? Bless, yeah. Having a bit of a bad day, this one. I think they're having a bit of a, I think the stress is getting to them. They just said they lived in a teapot, and they weren't joking, they mean it. I think the stress is getting to them. teapot. Teapot spirit. I'll show you my teapot in a second, actually, before we finish tonight. Because I did some upgrading in my teapot, and I think it's funny, you'll like it. But this, I'll tell you why this is bad. Look at the lovely chest, remarkable. Now, what I'm used to getting in a standard chest is a bit of XP, a bit of, like, you know, level up material. This is a remarkable one, so I should be seeing a big wallop of Mora. I should be seeing maybe some Primos, maybe, you know, a big dollop of Primos, and maybe something, you know, really awesome, like character level up material in a big amount. What? I got 5 Primos and a steel stopper. Teapot's a safe investment. It's not. What if you drop it? The market, teapot market is. I suppose you can fit more than one of them on a shelf, can't you? I don't know about sound investment. I don't know how much they cost, actually, so how do I know how to rate teapots versus real estate? Right, so I've got no idea. Oh, no, I have got an idea about this Seelie thing. You've got to fly up to where it wants you to get the Seelie magic from, which is where it's going to be up, isn't it, still? Come on then, Seelie magic. Oh, I've run out of it. Okay, I'll come back and do that next stream then. We'll do it as a, you know, stream. So I was going to do it today, but I've run out of time, I think. But, we've done a lot, and I wanted to show you my teapot before we leave. I think that'll make a good stream. So, because... fucking teapot, man. So, this is my teapot, right? And I get it. I get it. I do get it. What you're supposed to be doing in here. Recently, I've been using these things to farm materials. That's good. Some trees there. I had to remove some of the trees because I reached my limit on furnishings and I wanted more of these farm tiles. I've got a house, I've got a blacksmith, I've got a friend Tubby. Some of my little chuffers are in here. So I get it. There's going to be a bit of a punchline here though. Look, here are all the little ones. Oh, I need to add a new one. Oh, we can add a new one. That'll be good. And they're all there. And there's the animals. And there's Barbara behind her desk. Like, I've got my teapot house, yeah. Yeah, whatever. But, recently, doesn't look like much, does it? Don't look like much, but somehow, I managed to, increase my trust rank up to 9, and I'm getting lots of this stuff at 220 an hour, because I'm on highest adeptal energy stately, which is quite high. It's the highest you need to get the highest rate of remuneration. So why is that going so well? How's that going so well? You need to build loads of stuff, don't you? Look, shut up, Tubby. Leave me alone.
If you ever have it.
So what I've done, where's all the stuff? Where's all the stuff? What's going on? What I've done, Collie's over here on her own. And what I've done is I've just put all the stuff in. Look. Starting with the most expensive stuff that I've got. I just put it all around here. Houses. This is a subspace waypoint that does this. This is, I don't know what this is. It's like pond or some shit. There's some bookcase. This is a game. I don't know what it is. These are the houses again. There's some bookshelves. Whatever they are. There's that. I've just put it all in. She got the iron cross on. It's Clee's symbol there, a bit of an iron cross. Anyway, look. I just put it all in. And no higgledy, it's just higgledy-piggledy. No particular order. There's Collie. That's a Goblin cooking pot. That's a cat and a books. And there's that, which goes like that. And this is the stage that we've got. Woo! But there's no order to it. These are hilly chill towers. Pretty useless. and that's my system, because I needed to put enough stuff in till I could get the high rank, and then when I got the high rank I could stop doing it. So that's my teapot. It is a lot of work, and it's all worth it when I can make mini games with friends. Yeah, do you know what, there's a lot to it. I'm sure you can have fun in here. It's not my sort of fun. Like, if I've got time to spend in the game, this is not yielding me much once I've hit that rank. I know it might be fun to like design my own place and have a little run around. Yeah, maybe. But I'd rather get the game done. I've got so many world quests and side quests and shit to do that messing around in here feels like I'm supposed to be busy doing other stuff. That's a game as well, isn't it? I don't know what it is. I've got one anyway. But that's the amount of stuff you need to get up to the highest level of thing. I'll show you quick. And I might as well go and buy stuff off that teapot man. But I've already got loads of stuff, so I don't need any more stuff. Where does it say it? It says it somewhere. It says what the benefit of the thing is. There, look. So, these benefits, this is your adeptal energy, isn't it? And the realm currency rate. I just want the maximum. Oh, it does go up. Luxury and fit for a king, look, 28 and 30. So I still need to make it better. I need to go up to 20k adeptal energy. But all I did was I just stuck all that stuff in at random to get to stately. 26 an hour, that looks good. Better than elegant, what it was before, so. But to me, it's not. Like, I just want to hit that. Once I've hit that, I'm happy. I don't care what it looks like, I don't care where I've put the stuff. Just want to get that energy coming in and get the bounty. Get that lovely, lovely bounty.
If
Goodbye.
you ever have any questions...
I was going to see what Telepot Man wants. Telepot Man. It's not going to go out of my head now. That's what he's called now. I am EU, but I'll tell you what. I'm going to knock it on the head just in a second. So,
Jade Seeker.
I appreciate.
Wide, seeking naught but to witness.
Can you shut up, Chubby? I appreciate the offer, and if I wasn't feeling incredibly tired and like I'm about to stop, then I'd go for it. But I just wanted to see what this Chubby has. He's got nothing. He's got a cat. I've got loads of cats. I'll buy that one. I mean, what? I don't know. I'll buy that as well. I don't know if I've already got this one or not, but thank you, Telepot Man. Telepot Man. I do appreciate it, and you know, drop by another time with the idea earlier in the stream, and I might be more inclined to do it. So, I'll tell you what though, I'll be honest, I'm very reticent about co-op play, simply because I'm of the tradition. Like, when I grew up, we didn't have online co-op play. Like, it's like a modern new thing. Modern new thing, like, you know, 20 years old, but it feels like quite a big thing to me. And I'm sure once I break that duck and start doing it, once I break the ice, it'll be a much easier thing. But, yeah, it feels like quite a... I guess the word stressful. Like, I worry, but I'm on stream and all of a sudden I'm doing something I've never done before and I don't know what's happening, and you know, I feel like I'm out of control of the situation. So whilst it will be fun and I've seen other streamers doing it and it does look like fun, you know, bang on at me again. I'm about to just say it's the end now anyway. We've looked at my teapot, as I said we would. I've run around, we've got new characters, one of them's dead. Can't show you because she's dead. And the Queen's dead, and I've been on holiday, and I'm back. So tomorrow, we've got... What's that? Let's not leave that out. I thought I was in a good position to do this now. Tomorrow we've got to start this... Whatever the fuck I'm doing here. I've got to finish off this Children of the Forest thing with the Arakanaka-nakas. And now I'm on to...
I keep watch. You leave, you call me.
What is it called? I forgot what it's even called. I'm on to doing something with, I've confused even myself now. Maybe it's in the event thing. I just got to focus on what I'm doing. Yeah, it's a lot easier. I don't know about babysitting people on co-op. I've got no idea what goes on, but I just feel like it's like less confusing for me, less stressful, and I'm sort of the person, right? If you said to me, "Do you want to go now to somewhere good? Like name somewhere good, a favourite restaurant, somewhere nice." Right now, no. Give me half an hour. Let me check I'm wearing the right shoes. I suppose I'm quite smart, but like I don't want to do anything immediately now. It doesn't matter if it's something nice that I like. Do you want a bowl of ice cream? Hang on, give me a minute to get used to the idea. No, maybe I do. I don't know. I instinctively, just naturally, if it's anything right now, I like to step back and say, "Oh, hang on." Maybe I'm not awful for everything like that, but instinctively it makes me feel like, well, I don't know. Instead of, "Oh yeah, I'm not a jump right in person. I'm a step back and have a suss it out."
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
And I'm hungry. So there it is, Lost Riches. We're doing this tomorrow. Messing about. Following Seelies tomorrow. That's on the list. And once we've got that done, there is an endless sequence of unalloyed delight. Not the commissions, but all of this. So I'm happy with our progress today. I'm happy with you. You've been good. I'm happy with me. I've been knocked over my can right at the end, but thankfully I've drunk it all. I've been a good boy. I'm wearing my appropriate clothing for the royal. I am. I'm going to all week of mourning. I'm going to behave on stream like a normal person, but I'm going to show the outward signs of a nation in mourning by dressing reasonably smart. I was wearing a black jacket and I'm dressing reasonably smart. It's only a bit of a joke. You don't have to wear black like they did in the Victorian times, but I am going to do it anyway. So, how far am I on character story quest? Don't know. Do you mean these ones? Or just, do you mean stories? I've got some of this as well, haven't I? Hang on. Progress, Archon, stories. I've got a few of these, haven't I? They're all Inazuma based. They are, that's what it looks like.
Watch. You leave, you call me.
I don't know the answer. I've still got Tignari to unlock, but I haven't done the quest. He requires something. Yelan, ooh, Yelan. Prerequisite quests in the chasm. We could have a look at her.
I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
And we could do Kazuza. So I'm tired. Kazua. We could have a look at that. So, we've done a few. And if you want to see them, check out on YouTube. Everything will be on the YouTube stream. Quite nicely organised. Nice thumbnails. Each episode is not right at the start, because I didn't start doing it right at the start, but I have to go back and do it. Each episode is in chapters, and I do the thumbnails, and it's all there. So individual stories.
You leave, you call me.
They're quite... I don't want to say unique anymore. I've said it once on stream already. They're nice little chapters, aren't they? They're nice little events that, from start to finish, a complete stream. So those streams exist on our streams. You just got to find them. Yep. And with that, it's time for me to go. It definitely is time for me to go. You've been good. You've been good, you little pooker. And we'll be back tomorrow with more hard-hitting Genshin Impact. Dun dun dun! I like to see how I use the zoom there for effect. We'll be back tomorrow with more hard-hitting. Gets the scroll wheel. Look, scroll wheel. We'll be back tomorrow with more hard-hitting. Dun 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 dun! Genshin Impact. So you be good, and if you can't be good, you're naughty.